That's what I think's going on right
and
now.
I don't think Mikul is just at the right.
Don't fall solely on just a player.
So when you on offense, you got a couple weapons, but your defense is mid. You're not gonna win, bro.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Bro.
So then you can't turn around and say, "Oh, Kirk Cousins ain't shit. He's only got a one playoff win."
I didn't say.
I never said baseball. He wasn't. I never. The quarterback is not the pitcher. I don't know how many times
I said you chose somebody who's 35 plus, coming off an Achilles tear, who has one playoff win in 12 years. I didn't say he wasn't sweet, and you chose that over a young Lamar. Even though Isaiah made his points, he did. You chose that over a young Lamar and a Justin Fields. All right, what up? What up? Welcome to the All Grind Sports Show. We are politically incorrect. I go by the name of JC. I'm here with my wonderful brothers and co-hosts and mentors, all that good shit, man. I'm glad to see y'all. I know we missed one episode, but it's been like a damn near a month since I seen my brothers, man. So I'm excited to be here, talk some sports again, man. Sorry we missed y'all last week. But yeah, we ready to get rock and rolling. And thank y'all for continuing to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us, and we appreciate that. So without further ado, man, let's just get right into it, man. First off, we got my youngin'. Happy belated, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I believe he just turned, 26, right? 26 of them things. So shout out to the youngin' from the So Icy gang, tatted like a biker gang. My guy, Andre the Sports Junkie.
Hold on, it's been too long. It feels like it's been 20 years since I've done this, so correct me if I'm wrong. Glad to be back on here because it's podcast motherfucking Tuesday. Hey, let's go.
Then we got the superstar in the building, man. It's been a minute since I seen my guy. Even though we've been in touch, but you know what I'm saying, it's been a minute since we've been in front of camera land. So my guy Isaiah Anthony of the Anthill Productions is in the building.
What's happening, y'all? I hope everybody's good. I was on the other legendary podcast that we share along with the brother podcast of this show. And I had a good time on that show talking with my other brother that you're going to introduce here shortly. But I'm glad to have the whole gang back together. You know what I'm saying? So let's do it.
Yeah, for the record, we still have been pretty busy, man. I just heard my guy Isaiah. He got an episode in about a couple weeks ago. I did an episode with my guy Marv on the No Big Deal podcast. So, we still been rocking and rolling, man. But last but not least, man, we got the OG, one of my mentors, my guy Raider Ragu is in the building.
What up, family? Appreciate y'all, man. And I'm gonna be on Marv and Nels podcast Thursday afternoon, brother. So check that one out.
So has everybody been on No Big Deal but me? When am I going to
I haven't been on there yet, but
I know, but you done got the setup now. Marv, when your brother gonna get the phone call? Can you pick up, hit me up? Can we set up the session? Can I be honored with a pull up?
Hey, I feel the same way. I ain't been to the Raider Ragu Follow from Burners podcast either, so I'm with you, my brother.
Well, you a Rams fan. You a Rams fan.
Let me know, Ragu, because I'm trying to get on too. Pause.
Man, we do not need
JC
no
just was busy,
fan.
though. We had room
We
for
do
him,
not
so.
need a Patriot fan on
there already.
Podcast.
He was the first one, I think. Then did that shit.
He did.
Unless you gonna sit up there and admit that Tuck Rule was a sham. Unless he gonna admit that Tuck Rule was a sham, he's not getting on the podcast.
Isaiah, this might make you feel just a little bit better. Every time I jump on the Raider Ragu show, you know what my background has to be, because it can't be no Patriot shit. You know that.
Yeah.
So I'll be having either Antonio Pierce or the Raider logo up there. I'll be like, damn.
Yeah, he does. He does
Right,
a good
I
job with
respect
not talking about the New England shit. I'll give it to him. He does a good job.
There's a time and place.
Wait till I get there, nigga. I for sure got AD, Cooper Cup. All that shit gonna be in the back. Pause.
And then when the episode show, you're gonna be like, damn, what happened to my background?
Yeah, I'm not
what
even in
happened
the
to
show
my pretty
now.
background I had? Yeah, that shit is out of here.
But let's get into it, man. We got a million signings and questions and all types of shit. But before we get into any of that, couple things we got to acknowledge before we get cracking. Jason Kelce, Fletcher Cox have announced their retirements. I just want to get y'all thoughts on that before we get going.
Well deserved careers, man. They both did get that ring. What was that against
17?
17? That was 2017?
I think 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. So well deserved that they got a ring before they, go ahead and bounce ship. It's unfortunate that they weren't able to get the job done. KC in 22? Was that 22?
What, 2 years now, right?
No, 23. 23.
It was 22.
22 season.
23. 23.
Whenever the fuck the Super Bowl was. We know what I'm trying to say. But they both had great careers. Kelce was a 6th-round pick, which is, usually unheard of. Those are usually low-end picks. They're not usually Hall of Fame worthy, Pro Bowl, all-pro type players. But he worked his tail off, being undersized at first and then getting all the way to the NFL. Fletcher Cox was always a staple at defensive tackle for the Philadelphia Eagles for a long while. So it's going to be weird not hearing them or seeing them in the start lineups, but it's a new day in Philly, and somebody's got to step up and fill those roles, for the team.
Real quick, this just in, Deontay Johnson was traded to Carolina.
Okay.
By
the way, it might be quite a few of those today, people. So, you know what I'm saying? We all going to have our phones, glued and stuff. It's going to be quite a few little,
Let me just say to Jason about Jason.
Gardner got
Fletcher,
signed.
Two quintessential trench guys in the National Football League for years. You had a great center and a great D tackle. Glad to have been able to see these guys play. The fact that Kelce was a 6th rounder, I didn't even realize that till Isaiah just said that, and had the tremendous career that he had. That's something to take your hat off to. The Raiders nearly traded for Fletcher Cox a few years back when Gruden was here. I believe the price was a little too high, but they wanted Fletcher Cox in Vegas. So that just shows you what the whole Las Vegas Raiders regime thought of him. And I wish those guys the best, man. I'm glad they got out relatively uninjured.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I just wanted to send a shout out real quick just to Jason Kelce, to the both of them, because they had, I'm going to kind of piggyback off of what Isaiah and Ragu said. Hell of a career for the two of you. And even though you beat New England that year, that was well deserved because you guys have worked so hard.
Special.
They've worked. Don't remind me. They've worked so hard.
Shout out Nick Foles.
They've worked so hard to get to that point. And you know what? Win, lose, or draw, they deserve it.
Yeah.
Watching his retirement thing was killing me though.
Yeah, it's been crazy, man. I know Kelce's been kind of flirting with the idea of it at least the last 4 or 5 years, maybe.
Yeah.
So, to see it finally happen, it's like, it's one of those things. It's like you think you're ready for it until you see it, and it's like, damn, it's just one of those faces you used to seeing. But as I can't really say much more. You guys put it perfectly, man. Tremendous career, Hall of Fame career. I believe it should be first ballot. I guess Fletcher Cox would be another conversation, but for sure Kelce. And yeah, man, many like I said, I'm just piggybacking off of what you guys basically said, man. They got out fairly uninjured, and that's the most you could ask for, man, especially with such a brutal sport. So many blessings to him, more peace to him in retirement. I'm curious if Shaq's conversation with Kelce had a lot to do with it. of him kind of telling him how his retirement played out or wishing he would have done it a little sooner. But nonetheless, man, I'm looking forward to, what they have post football. And
yeah, Shaq should have retired before he went and put on that ugly ass green shit he went and put on.
that's
Sure.
facts. Big facts.
Definitely. I agree
That
with
was
that, Diesel.
blasphemous.
It was terrible.
It was good to see. It was good
That's
for
why.
sports.
That's why he went out the way he
that's
did
good.
for doing that dumb shit.
It was
Yeah.
good
nigga-
for basketball.
That nigga
It was
didn't even
more
have
or
no
less for
business.
This nigga didn't even get hurt. He was just running down the court.
It was best for business.
No.
That's why he went out the way he did, because that was blasphemous to ever put that jersey on. I'm with Ragu on that.
Yeah, man. That was worse than him going to Miami and saying that was the best team he had ever been on.
I didn't even
Shit,
know
I
he
agree.
said that. That's
I
crazy.
didn't know he said that dumb shit.
He said that dumb shit. It was so dumb that Phil Jackson responded to that shit.
Wait, hold up. We'll get into that.
But all right, yeah, let's
Phil
get it
Jackson
going, man.
basically did what Isaiah just did. Laughed at Shaq ass when he said that shit.
I mean, yeah. Did he
Like,
say
okay,
it
buddy.
Did he say it like while he was playing or after he was done?
He said it after they won.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give him some grace because I know players how they talk while they're
Man, I don't
playing
give a
and
shit,
how they
man.
talk
Get the
post
fuck
playing.
outta
It
here,
usually be
man.
different.
Fuck
So,
that, man. No.
Yeah, he ended up
Man.
changing up and wanting to be all Laker out after the fact. But when in the moment, he bad mouthed us.
That's how he was feeling, though.
I mean, he felt some kind of way because the Buss family chose Kobe over him.
basically, can't say they made the wrong decision.
Nope.
But let's get it going, man. As you already seen, man, Dre already broke some news. We're probably gonna have quite a few of those throughout today, because there's still, some people who some things that haven't got sorted out yet. So, just bear with us. And without further ado, let's get into it, man. One of the first breaking news signings that we had this offseason was Russell Wilson to Pittsburgh.
Look,
So-
bro, we've been saying it on the podcast for the last couple of months, or years actually. Pittsburgh was just a QB away, and if they can make something out of Mason Rudolph and a little bit of Kenny Pickett, then I can only imagine what they can do with Russ.
Them niggas ain't winning shit.
I mean, well, here's the thing, Dre. One of Russ's seasons in Denver, he wasn't no better than them two niggas. So, so it's like, it's just a matter of fit. How does Russ?
I disagree with that.
perform?
I disagree with that statement. I heard something last night that, well, okay, JC, I'll give you that. You said not this past season, the season before last.
Right.
Because Russell threw for 26 touchdowns
This
last
year, 10 picks.
eight interceptions. And the Pittsburgh Steelers organization at the quarterback position has not had 26 touchdown passes since Ben left.
Oh shit! When did he retire? Damn, like 3-4 years
I believe
ago.
after the 21 season.
That's
And
when
another
it was.
stat
Damn.
I seen, I don't know if you guys seen it, but apparently he's like undefeated against Tomlin and threw it's like 8 touchdowns and 0 interceptions or some shit like that. So
I can't
another
beat them,
fun
join
fact.
them type of thing. Which is what we did in Vegas. I can't wait to talk about it. But anyway.
But Isaiah, what's your immediate reaction to Russ to
Another
Pittsburgh?
trade?
Doesn't move me. What did they go this year? 9-8. They'll go probably 11-6 next year. Make the playoffs. Might win a game, but
You could be being nice with that.
they
I'm thinking more 10 and 7.
I'm thinking
they
like 10 and 7.
If they get 26-8 Russ, they could win 11 games with that.
Well, let's also
They are in the room
yards
again,
too.
too.
so
He threw for over 2,000 yards too.
Isaiah, what he's saying is right because there's somebody else that came to Pittsburgh today. Did you guys catch that?
Let me see. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
on my list.
Patrick Queen did sign to Pittsburgh.
Patrick Queen. So the
Oh, yeah,
Steelers
yeah,
are
yeah.
gonna
I
be
do
a
have
better
that here.
football team, bro.
So let me erase that since y'all announced it.
They're gonna be better, bro. No question. They got better quarterback. They
But
got better
defense was
offense,
never the problem, though, Ragu.
and they got even better. So I mean, because Queen is a certified guy.
Most definitely. But we also have to remember what division they're in and who's coming back next year.
Yeah, everybody can't go. We said that last year.
Yeah. And it's about
And
to be worse
damn
this
near
time.
all of them did go.
What do you mean who's coming back next year?
You said what?
What do you mean who's coming back next year?
I would assume Burrow.
Burrow's coming back. And
Okay.
and Watson is gonna, I would think,
man.
beat back Watson again.
So this brother is still waiting for them to make the AFC.
Man, I'm telling you, just wait, it's coming.
So Isaiah,
pause.
13.84 average annual value for Patrick Queen. So we could get Devin White for it, man. $2 million less than that, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, man, let's go. That was too expensive, but the Minshew, you know what? We're gonna get into it. My bad.
1 year, 1 year, 13.8 is what he really has. He got a 3-year deal, but guaranteed 1 year, 13.8 million for Patrick Queen.
Wow, that is shit. Gosh damn it, man.
I think that situation is going to be very reliant on Russ' relationship with the OC, and
Arthur Smith.
Yeah, and I think
I mean, it's gonna be that in general. I mean, his relationship with the team. I mean, you heard the rumblings coming out of Denver that he had his own.
I mean, they
offense.
do got the weapons though. Like they got the guys.
I don't deny this, but bro, I mean, I don't see that team beating Kansas City. Sorry.
26,
I don't see that though.
26-8, 66 percent completion percentage. Man, you could have your own office and shit if you go.
But I will say,
if you go guarantee me that. If Aiden O'Connell called and said, "Hey, I got you for 26-8 with 66%," be like, man, pick out your office, man. Which one you want?
Isaiah, all I'm saying is I would be a lot more confident in that 11-6 if he wasn't in the AFC North. That's my only issue. It's gonna be a dog
they
fight.
went 9-8 with Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph. And them boys threw what, 19 touchdowns together?
Equivalent of like some twigs and band-aids.
Come on now. Come on. Mike Tomlin over there rubbing a used Band-Aid
right
and a stick together to make fire and still getting it done. And you telling me that he can't get it done with 26-8? I'm just saying, if Russ and that's what Russ missing, what, 2 or 3 games?
Did he miss time? I don't know.
Because he got benched. You remember he got benched after
yeah. That was the 3 game.
Yes, switching his contract. So 26-8, missing 3 games. So that means he could possibly get you 30 touchdowns.
Yes.
You telling me Russ with 30 touchdowns can't win them 11 games?
And you can have an office if you're gonna do if you can guarantee me you're gonna do that.
Isaiah, I'm not saying you on drugs or nothing like that. I'm just saying like I said
if he gives you at least 26-8. That's what I said. Don't forget that context. Don't forget that context. Because I know how you like to do. You're gonna come back later and talk about what happened to 11-6. Nigga, I said
I only did that. Hold on. I only did that because you tried to play my guys talking about some 4-12, nigga. That's what I was talking about.
Because you
and I'm gonna say that all summer, nigga, because you had us effed up.
No, because you wanted to disrespect us talking about some.
How I disrespect y'all because I just said my record.
No. It's the way you set the record. You had to go on this long spiel.
No, I told you what it is because I said the Chargers was gonna sweep the Raiders. That's the only key component that you was mad about. That was it.
What happened?
How did that work out?
Tell me what happened. Tell me what happened. Okay, then. Okay, I underestimated my team. I told you we was getting 5 wins, and at least one of them was up off the Chargers. And you was like, "Nah."
And what I said was so demonizing because I said the Chargers was gonna get that one win that you
hold on. Because hold on. And you said that the Broncos might beat us, which was preposterous.
I said might.
No,
I said might, nigga. They just beat the Chiefs after what 13 years?
You pondered it. The fact that
they beat the Chiefs.
The fact that you even pondered it was
so they could beat the Chiefs, but y'all are out the question.
Yes, we are out the question. When we play the Broncos, we like the
How many is that? 8?
8 in a row. 8 in a row.
The Chiefs went on a longer streak than that.
I don't care. That's not my problem.
You the nigga who loves saying on this show any given Sunday. Now I'm saying nigga has a chance to beat y'all.
It's anybody but the Broncos. Anybody but the Broncos.
So the Patriots.
You a true Raider fan. I just want you.
Hey, and here's to 10 in a row against the fuck. Anyway.
All right, let's go, man. We
let's do it.
This Raiders fit, man. Come on. Cousins to Atlanta.
He want to announce everybody but the big fish. It's all right. Come on, let's go.
I'm gonna break something down real quick.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, come on. Let's do Cousins to Atlanta. Come on. Let's do Cousins to Atlanta. You ain't gotta explain it to me. Let's do Cousins to Atlanta. Atlanta improved, but still doesn't move me too much. You paid $180 million to a quarterback who is 35 coming off of Achilles injury.
36.
36. My bad. What I will say is Kirk Cousins' agent can sell sand in the desert because that brother has secured $400 million for his client, and that boy is coming off of it overall throughout his career, and he's still coming off an Achilles injury. Secured him $100 million guaranteed. After that,
so Isaiah, when was he drafted? 2012.
Well, whenever 2011, 2012, whenever RG3 was drafted, because it was in the same exact draft.
11, I believe.
11.
Okay, so from 2011 or 2012 up to 2015, he was on his rookie contract for like 2.3 or something like that, right? 2016, 20 million guaranteed. 2017, 24 million guaranteed. From 2018 to 2020, 84 million fully guaranteed.
Talk to me.
From 2020 to 2022, 66 million fully guaranteed.
I'm gonna keep talking to me.
In 2023, 35 million fully guaranteed. And the signing he just had for 150, 100 million is guaranteed.
He's got a great agent.
I told you that boy.
Hey, Ragu, I don't know about that most disrespected quarterback stuff no more.
No, I ain't talking about his paycheck. We talk about how people talk about him. Yeah, he got money. He got the bag. Shit, he got the bag for sure.
My bad,
last year and this one alone.
Yeah, it's just the fact that he's coming off of Achilles injury. And like,
but it shows you. But you know what, Isaiah? That shows that Lamar spit, which we already knew, but that spit had nothing to do with football. That's what that shows to me.
But what we talking? So hold on. You honestly believe that Atlanta was just Lamar away from winning a Super Bowl?
I'm not gonna say they were just Lamar away. But if you look at the pieces that they have and that they've accumulated over that time,
now that
even what was that? That was last year, wasn't it? It's the same niggas.
No, it's not the same niggas. Because you remember during that offseason they got Jesse Bates, did they not?
Right, and Lamar would have been along with that.
They also got Bijan Robinson, did they not?
Right. That's the squad Lamar. The squad they just had is what Lamar would have been rolling with. So if you telling me Lamar with
they would not have had Bijan Robinson. They would not have had Jesse Bates because they would have to allocate that money to Lamar, and they would have had to also give up 2 first-round picks. I said once Baltimore tagged him, it made it kind of difficult for teams unless you were just a quarterback away. Unless you were just a quarterback away from winning a Super Bowl.
I feel like Atlanta's quarterback away.
Let me finish. Hold on. Let me finish. Unless you were willing to swallow, taking 2 first-round picks and shipping them off and giving Lamar his money, which I believe he is worth, and I believe Lamar's worth 2 first-round picks. But are you truly Lamar away from winning a Super Bowl? That's the question you have to ask yourself as a GM.
But here's the thing, Isaiah. I hear you on that, but you talking about I'm out literally 2 seconds after it's announced that he can negotiate for a trade. That's not football.
The same time he got tagged is when he could negotiate. Once he got tagged for those 2 first-round picks, it was basically, and then it came out later that.
But if there's not a court, if Lamar's not worth that, then who is? Just Mahomes?
I didn't say just Mahomes. I didn't say just Mahomes is worth that. I just said that Lamar is worth that. I said Lamar is worth the first 2-round picks. But what I said was, are you just Lamar away from winning a Super Bowl? Is the question that
you didn't think so?
Not Atlanta. No. The two teams they claim, even though those reports came out later, the 2 teams that actually checked in and called about Lamar were the Raiders and the Falcons. Do you think that those 2 teams were just Lamar away from winning a Super Bowl?
Well, first of all, sorry, Isaiah, hold on. First of all, you're going to winning the Super Bowl. That's something that takes time and a lot of luck. Do I think they were a quarterback, a Lamar away from being a Super Bowl contender? Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
No, sir.
Atlanta?
Not Atlanta.
Yeah, they damn near checked every box on offense. The defense, they had some things to tweak, but it wasn't nothing like urgent. Like, you know what I'm saying? They had a lot of things in line to me. The quarterback play has been horrendous. That's been their problem.
And I don't disagree with that. But what I'm saying is that was because also they killed this draft. They've killed their last 3 drafts. They wouldn't have been able to also kill this draft, allocate picks to defense and offensive line, and get Bijan Robinson in this draft if you are trading those picks to get Lamar. That's what I'm saying. I said before the show, Ragu, when we were talking, I said if it was this year, and you said give up the 2, fuck that. I would say with Lamar, contender, offer it.
But Lamar is not worth at least thinking about it though.
They did. It came out later.
They called.
The only 2 teams that called were the Falcons and the Raiders.
Before the tag,
only 2 teams that called.
All right, come on, you 2, with this. Y'all.
Yes, before and after the tag. What I'm saying is after he got
because he low-key playing revisionist. Nigga, they said I'm out immediately. Like, it was like a line of teams that
I said because so once again, so I didn't play revisionist history. If you fucking listen, you're having a hard time comprehending right here. Listen to me. I said once he got tagged, he was also allowed to start negotiating. Am I right or wrong?
They were willing to do it. So what does that matter? If they ain't willing to effing do it,
because once he got tagged, you have to give up the 2 first-round picks and also allocate the money to Lamar.
So just say you don't think he was worth that. But all I'm saying
is
he was at least.
Everybody else heard me say Lamar is worth 2 first-round picks. Right? Everybody else heard me say that.
Yeah.
I said right now. I said last year Atlanta was not just Lamar away from winning a Super Bowl or contending for a Super Bowl. Would they have made the playoffs? Would they have made the playoffs? Hell yeah, they would make the playoffs. But the goal is to win a Super Bowl, not just make the fucking playoffs. I'm not satisfied with making the fucking playoffs. We made the playoffs in 2021? What was that, Ragu? We almost beat Cincinnati. I don't give a fuck no more. I want to beat Cincinnati. I want to beat the Chiefs. I want to win a Super Bowl. You don't want to just keep on getting to the point where you get comfortable. Oh, we made the playoffs. Oh, we won a game. Oh, we made the playoffs and lost. No. Right now, yes. If it was right now, I would have said, motherfucker, you better ship them shits off to Baltimore and sign Lamar up and give him whatever check he want immediately.
So what's the excuse with taking the 35-year-old coming off an Achilles over Justin Fields?
I just told you his agent can sell sand in the desert. He got on that phone and said, "You need Kirk Cousins, you feel me?" He said, "Who else you gonna go with? Justin Fields, who can't read a defense? Or you gonna take your chance in the draft and trying to get one of the top three? Because them other three going
with Brady playing until he was 45 has kind of extended the life of the NFL quarterback, bro. How old is Aaron Rodgers, for example, right now? 40?
39 going on 40, or is he 40?
Yeah, see, so everybody, they're going to start pushing that position to like 40 years old, man, 41 years old now. So,
but fresh off an Achilles tear?
I didn't say it was a super smart
decision.
Fresh off an Achilles tear and you got one playoff win in like 12 years?
You got great doctors nowadays.
NFL drugs are a hell of a drug.
He's not a super athletic quarterback either. So
we're not going to do the one-loss record for the quarterback thing either. It's the teams. The teams that he was on.
Kansas has some squads. What you mean?
He ain't had no squads. What squads?
We literally. Oh, wow. Yeah, we ain't done this show in a minute. So we didn't all agree on this show that the Vikings have more talent run through that they didn't do split with than damn near anybody else.
I think. Hold on. I think y'all both are like there's a miscommunication. JC means he's had weapons like on offense, but when Ragu's thinking he's had a squad, hold on. The Vikings defense was not good that year that they went to the playoffs when they won all those games.
Yeah, man, you gotta.
They were
so
not
look
good.
at it like this. So I know what you was gonna say, Isaiah. That is what I'm saying. The team was never ready like that. And look, the most Super Bowl ready team, and that we can speak of for the last 4 or 5 years is the Kansas City Chiefs. Bro, they won a Super Bowl because the punt hit the dude's leg. And a year before that, they won the Super Bowl because of a punt return. So it's very hard to win the Super Bowl, bro, even when you got a squad. So much luck goes into it. You can't just put all that shit on Kirk, bro.
I agree with you, but you said he ain't had no teams like that. That was what I did.
No, he hasn't. He had an offense one year.
If that ain't squads, I don't know what the F is.
And then the defense
he's had weapons.
Never had it all where that
on his
team was
had weapons. He's absolutely had weapons.
So what are y'all saying? He had bad coaching? Because he had teams.
Hey.
No, hold on. I'm not saying he's had bad coaching, but what I'm saying is that like when you remember that year when they came back against the Colts, bro, their defense wasn't that good, bro. Their defense was bottom half in the league most of the time. Either
they never had
sometimes I'm not gonna say Kirk hasn't lost the game here or there, and sometimes his defense has lost the game here or there. It, like you said, it takes a lot to win a Super Bowl. Sometimes it falls on the quarterback. Sometimes it falls on the wide receiver. Sometimes it falls on the defense. Sometimes
winning falls on luck. Sometimes
I was about to say sometimes it falls.
Real quick, Isaiah.
I mean, but y'all niggas, did y'all have this energy with Tony Romo then? Because I heard him get killed. Even to this day about his playing career because he only got 2 wins. And I don't hear this wasn't this tight or this wasn't here or this coach.
Well, Romo actually fumbled on the 1 yard line one time. And he fumbled the snap on a field goal. So Romo actually fucked the playoff game off.
Literally.
That's why he gets that.
I've seen him get robbed of a playoff game too.
That's fine. Yeah. No. We agree that was a catch with Dez Bryant. Everybody says that was a catch.
But it's true of his fuck ups to one.
You fumbled the snap at the one. It's a fine snap. You fumbled that bitch. And then on
you
top
had no hand.
Again with the field goal. It wasn't high. It wasn't some super low. It didn't skip to him.
It was right there.
That bitch. That was on Romo.
So that's why Romo gets the smoke that he gets, honestly. I feel what you coming, the way you angle, JC, but that's why Romo gets hit like that.
And I'm glad you said that real quick. I'm Ragu, what you just said about how majority of these players majority, not majority, but some of these players win by luck. Trent Dilfer's got a fucking ring. So I agree with you because of that back end of that defense.
They had probably the best defense ever. So
yeah,
so remember we talked about that, right? Like
what's that infamous
2 out of 10
I'm just saying where are we at?
defense.
Where are we at as football fans if we sitting here trying to say Kirk Cousins didn't have no help on his team like that?
I didn't say
I'm not
that.
saying help.
I said he had weapons, but what you're saying
help?
when
You
you
said
say
he couldn't win a Super Bowl.
when you say he had a squad, he didn't have the 49ers, he didn't have the Eagles.
No, he did not. He didn't have the
He didn't have a
Chiefs.
squad like that. He had weapons. Hell yeah, he had. I'm not gonna deny that.
He's had niggas who was like top 5 at their prospective
I
positions,
just-
arguably.
Who?
On defense.
Who? Justin Jefferson?
Denelli Hunter ever had a top 5 argument?
Hell nah.
Nah.
He's a good pass rusher, but hell no, he ain't no top 5, nothing.
No, and that's one nigga on defense.
And that's one guy.
And I'm not saying
That's
top
one
5, but
pick.
Harrison Smith was on that defense. That ain't no scrub.
Harrison Smith, by the time Kirk Cousins got there, was no longer.
He was washed.
He was no longer a top 5. But you come on,
I didn't say top 5. I said he was no scrub by the time.
In my opinion, you're naming a bunch of solid guys. You're not naming any.
You named 2 people on the.
Okay, what about when he arguably had the best running back in the league?
I said he had weapons. I said he had
Dalvin Cook.
I said he had weapons.
Weapons, yeah, he's had the weapons. He just
If Dalvin Cook was so good, why he fall off so quick?
Because that happens with backs. They have a short lifespan. We talk about that all the time on the show.
Oh man, Derrick Henry's still going. Derrick Henry just got re-signed.
Look what happened with Le'Veon Bell after he left Pittsburgh.
Okay, now, come on, Derrick Henry.
Le'Veon Bell priced himself out the league.
He wasn't the same after that.
priced
If he was still balling like that, he would have been fine.
No, remember he had to sit out that year, man, because they fucked him.
because they didn't want to pay him.
And then he was never the same after he sat out that year because of price, bro. If he would have played that year that they like colluded against him, he would have been fine. And Dalvin
And don't
Cook,
forget, they were in the AFC
And
Championship.
there's been plenty of running backs who have had quick turnaround fall loss, is what I'm saying. Like that happens.
I agree with you, JC, that Dalvin Cook was a weapon. Dalvin Cook was top 5 at his position at his peak.
He was a weapon, but I ain't saying he ain't nobody that was you can talk about winning no Super Bowl because you got him. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
At his peak,
Okay.
Ragu, at his peak, yes, you could. At his peak.
And I mean, maybe he could be a running back on a Super Bowl
All right, so
team.
what you gonna say about?
He ain't finna change the Minnesota Vikings into no Super Bowl team.
Okay,
because they
what
got
about
Dalvin Cook.
Diggs? What about Diggs?
Who?
Diggs.
He been in Buffalo this whole time. They ain't been to Super Bowl yet.
What does that mean?
It's the same thing. He was in Minnesota.
McCall Hardman just caught a Super Bowl game-winning touchdown. Like,
Ragu,
how are you not going to have no
had
pressure
weapons.
on the quarterback, but
He
you
done
sitting
had
here
weapons.
using that
He
argument
done
for a
had-
receiver?
He doesn't
Look,
have
listen,
weapons.
man. You guys are confusing good players with championship
Yeah.
players. That's what I think. That's what I
Yeah.
think's going on right
And I
now.
don't think Miko was
Championship
just at the
it
right.
don't fall
That
solely
way, hold
on
up.
just a player.
Nah,
So
hell no.
And
when you on
Miko-
offense and you got a couple weapons, but your defense is mid, you're not gonna win, bro.
I
You're
agree
not
with
gonna
that.
win.
I agree with
So-
that, but
So then you can't turn around and say, "Oh, Kirk Cousins ain't shit. He's only got a 1 playoff win."
I didn't
This
say
is
I
not
never said he wasn't
baseball.
fit. I never
The
said he
quarterback
wasn't
is
fit.
not the pitcher. I don't know how many times
I said
gotta
you
say this
chose.
shit.
I said you chose somebody who's 35 plus coming off an Achilles tear who has 1 playoff win in 12 years. I didn't say he wasn't fit. And you chose
No.
that over a young Lamar, even though
The
Isaiah
teams-
made his points he did. You chose that over a young Lamar and a Justin Fields. And you
We
could
know what's
also-
up with. We know the whole league.
I ain't gonna blame him for
Lamar.
Deshaun because Deshaun was asking for fully guaranteed, but Justin Fields and Lamar for sure. You chose him over them.
Lamar was asking for fully guaranteed as well at the time, and
No,
I understand
he disagrees with you, but okay.
the whole league colluded against Lamar. We know that. Now, Fields and Cousins is a good decision. That's a good conversation to have if you're a GM. and they decided to take Cousins. I think that's pretty cool, actually. Cousins, at this point in their careers, has done more in the National Football League than Justin.
Yeah, but do you trust? But do you trust? But do you trust him come playoff time?
I mean, you talking?
I trust them better than that hot garbage we had in town before.
I mean, you talking about knowing you have
you gotta realize he's just known as a regular season quarterback right now.
That's what I was about to say. You talking about knowing what you have to get a Super Bowl. You know what you have with Kirk Cousins. You're not finna lose, but you're not finna win no Super Bowl either. So you chose that.
I don't see how you
instead of somebody who could
guy.
possibly have a high ceiling.
I don't see how you can just say that, bro.
He's a regular season guy. That's
right,
it.
dude, this is not some quarterback who's been in the league 3-4 years and we haven't seen him peak yet.
Yeah, but y'all acting like he's been on like this hell of a team where if he would have played better, they would have won the Super Bowl.
No,
he's had some damn good teams, is what I'm saying. He's had some damn good teams.
Nah.
Well, I don't know about
I can name 10 quarterbacks that have damn good teams and they won the Super Bowl.
He's had damn good weapons. I'm sorry, but I disagree with it. I'm sorry. A nigga who rushed for 1,500 yards in his 4th season is a player who could help you win a Super Bowl if all you needed was a running back.
Hold
on. Stephon Diggs is an all-pro receiver. Justin Jefferson is an all-pro receiver. TJ Hawkinson is a top 5 tight end. He's had weapons. He certainly has.
But even on defense, when he has guys,
hold on, let me finish. But he has not had teams that were Super Bowl contending teams. That team that was his best team when they won all those games with Minnesota. Most of those games were 1-score games. Most of those games were comeback games for a reason, because it was not that good. That same season when we came back after the Rugg situation, after Gruden got fired, our defense wasn't that good. We was winning off of high emotion and offense. He has certainly had good weapons, but he has not had overall damn good teams. I'm sorry.
Super Bowl team.
So that's what I was about to ask you, Isaiah. Can you educate me if you have good weapons on both ends of the ball? I mean, at what point?
Stop. See, you revise
Washington.
He does not have good weapons
Washington, that for sure.
He does not have good weapons on defense. Danielle Hunter he's decent, but he's not no top 5 edge rusher. Hell no. Harrison Smith is now washed. You name 2 players on defense.
Come on now.
Nigga, he was washed when they won all those games. He is washed now.
Okay, what about Eric Kendricks?
I knew you was going to say that. What did he do on the Chargers? What did Eric Kendricks do on the Chargers?
Bro,
what again, you're talking about now.
Nigga, what
you're talking about now?
Nigga, he did, bro. All those.
I knew you was gonna say Eric.
All those players
and Anthony Barr, right?
All those players that you named, besides Danielle Hunter, did their damage before Kirk got there. That's why that nigga got released. That's why Harrison
Anthony
Smith
Barr
ain't shit no more, nigga. When the last time Harrison Smith made a Pro Bowl? Huh? Just a Pro Bowl, not even all pro team. Just a Pro Bowl.
It's been a long while.
He has not had players on both sides of the ball in Minnesota.
The last time he was on, had an X factor in Madden.
On offense, yes. But in fact, with the Atlanta, this is the best defense he's had since he's been in Washington. In Washington, he would have a defense.
The last time he was all pro, bro.
You must have been some bullshit. But yeah, we ain't got to spend the whole show on Cousins, man. We'll have plenty of time to holler about that. Is there a dark horse team y'all see grabbing Fields at this point?
No.
The Raiders.
Just the Raiders.
Do not put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. But yeah, the report came out.
Get him out.
All the teams that are left to holler at that boy is trying to get him as a backup quarterback.
Shit, fuck it. I'll take it because we have
you guys just had that.
I mean, there's a few quarterback vacancies though, Isaiah.
So name him. Name them.
First of all, both of y'all niggas teams.
I'll head to the draft. Thank you. or I'll rock with Minshew. Thank you. So next, what Dre's team? He's picking top 3. They're getting a QB. Next, don't name any of the top 3 teams. Next, us head to the draft or rock with Minshew. Anybody else? The Vikings said we'd rather take Sam.
Oh yeah, the Vikings.
The Vikings
That's
said
another.
the Vikings said we'd rather take Sam Darnold than he be on our team. Sam Darnold. Come on, man. Be serious, man.
There's at least 3. I said there's quite a few. Those is 3 off the top of my head. I'd have to really look.
Did he say? Wait, he said SD. He said SD could be a pick.
You said what?
You said Sam Darnold could be a pick to go somewhere?
I said,
he asked me what teams have a quarterback vacancy. I said, y'all niggas teams and the Vikings. That's off the top of my head. I'd have to look.
We don't necessarily have a vacancy for Fields now, though. We're going to draft somebody.
We're drafting somebody.
If we would have got him before we got Minshew, then yeah, but I guess we're done on Fields, actually.
So you think Minshew means that there's no way they go after Fields now?
Hell no.
Yeah. Minshew was like I said yesterday, it's like when you leasing a vehicle and you got to get full coverage insurance.
Yeah.
That's what Minshew was. Full coverage insurance.
That's a way to put it.
Just in case we don't get J5. We are looking for. Well, we ain't on the Raiders yet. Okay, I was about to get into some Raiders shit. Go ahead.
He was like, "I'm ready."
All right, so the Bears had 3 big signings already. Montez Sweat for $98 million, Jalen Johnson for $76. I think that just happened today, and Edmonds for $72. So
yeah, I can't even be mad at him. The Edmonds one is well, I didn't watch much Bears football, so I can't speak on him.
I'm gonna be honest, man. All of that shit was mid sounding to me.
Nah,
to be honest,
Jalen Johnson, the cornerback. He
that was a good one, yeah. But real quick,
was the one I wanted if they didn't franchise tag him, but they ended up franchise tagging.
The Montez Sweat one, like, don't get me wrong.
Damn, you gonna do Jalen like that, Ragu?
Wait,
I mean, he's cool, but none of this shit really moved the radar for me.
I was gonna tell you too, like the whole when you said the
Montez
Sweat
what
one.
are we talking about? I mean, of course it's not gonna move the radar.
Right. The fucking Bears.
Come on now.
Come on, Ryan.
I'm glad you said that, Ragu, because you just low-key solidified everything for me, because I was thinking about writing about the Montez Sweat thing on my blog, and then I decided he's not really something that makes me go, oh my God, they just got him. So I was like, yeah, I'm not writing about him. It's not worth it.
Do y'all think there's
no
a chance?
disrespect, but
I think there's a chance.
I feel the same way.
I'm gonna ask this because we're still on Bears, technically. Do y'all think there's a chance they just draft Caleb and Fields and then maybe figure out the Fields situation later based on what he do this year, or maybe trade Caleb, use him as like more, get like more picks or something later? Like, is that possible?
So the question is, do they keep Fields and draft Caleb?
Basically, yeah.
I don't see that happening.
Scenario you guys see, like, and I'm saying, like, not just for now, going into September, that's still the roster.
Bro, I feel like someone's going, and I feel Fields is going, man. I feel like we're gonna get a breaking news tomorrow, or within like these next 2 or 3 days, he'll be gone.
So I was listening to Keyshawn Johnson, man. Shout out to Keyshawn Johnson. No, JC, to answer your question in short, and the reason I say that is because Caleb is Fields. Fields is Caleb right now.
Okay.
Like, we don't know that Caleb, we think he's going to come and do whatever, but we don't actually know. And as far as the running around, making off-schedule kind of throws, Fields can kind of do that already. So, no, I don't think they'll take both, keep Fields and draft Caleb. But if they keep Fields, look for a trade back and a huge haul in the first round for the Bears to help Justin Fields. So maybe you go get a Marvin Harrison and a couple other players when you trade back.
But
and
hold
you
on, but
shock everybody, and you don't even take a quarterback at all.
But are you guys also confident in the Bears line?
That's why he said trade back.
Oh, trade back.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, and just get a huge haul of whatever you need. But I will say about their O-line, Dre, the Raiders could not stop them from running when we played them. They ran for 130 yards against the Raiders.
No, they're good run blockers. They just can't pass block.
Yeah, so they got decent O-line.
Well, this year, let me say this. This year, as the year went on, they improved in pass blocking, but somebody couldn't make a decision quick enough.
Okay, so it's not. So
he made a decision. He took off.
That needs in line. So it's just Carolina that really needs in line.
Yeah, with niggas wide open.
Nigga, who was over there really getting separation like that? Other than Moore?
Watch this. It's the most.
Are you talking like his receivers is really like that? Come on, Isaiah.
It's the most iconic play,
bro.
No.
Talking about Mooney, nigga.
Nigga, it's not about the fucking receivers, nigga. It's about them being open. What the fuck is we talking about? Even trash receivers get open. What are we talking about? Nigga, it's a play where the what you call it? DJ Moore ran a quick out like 4 yards. This motherfucker didn't even look his way. He just ducked his head and ran into a sack. Get out of here, man. I don't want that on my team. Get out.
That's what Aiden O'Connell does.
I know. That's why he don't need to be the starter next year. One read quarterback, man.
We got the gunslinger now.
Watch the Raiders really get him now, Isaiah. Just watch.
Shout out Baker. Just signed for 3 years, 100 M's if I'm not mistaken.
I was going to ask you guys about that deal. Do you think that was a pretty solid deal for Baker?
I feel like he's earned it, man. If that season didn't earn him that contract, I don't know what would. You threw for what, 4,000 yards. You beat the team you beat the team that everybody at the top of the season essentially had either going or winning the Super Bowl, and he was able to beat that team. Like, I mean, what more can you ask for from a player that was getting bounced around?
He's worth every bit of Kirk Cousins' money. I think he played himself a little cheap.
I don't think Kirk Cousins is worth that money.
That's exactly. So I
don't know about that.
You think Kirk just got the better agent?
Yeah, that I don't think y'all understand. Yeah. That boy could sell.
Baker for sure could have robbed them blind if he had the same agent. For sure.
He could sell alligator skin boots in the Everglades. That boy,
especially because Ragu, who's the backup quarterback for the Bucs right now?
Wasn't it Blaine?
That one kid that was going to start.
Trask. He was from the Gators. He played for the Gators. Kyle Trask.
Exactly.
I only know because he played for the Gators.
I mean, exactly. Baker he had all the leverage.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Baker. Yeah, you're right. Baker probably could have got
to the playoffs, right? They just went to the offs, and then this guy's gonna come over in the division and make more money.
But Ragu, look, you got to think from Baker's point of view. I was almost out the league type shit.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting 100 M's in my face.
And that's what I think happened. Yeah. Baker was like, "Oh, they offer me this. Let's take it before they change their mind."
Exactly.
Like, take it while it's still there.
Yeah.
But you know what? They also didn't do, because I was a little afraid. Before the offseason started, before all this, I was afraid that they were going to go too crazy and give him like 8 years or something.
Me too, Jay. I think it
worked for both sides. Absolutely crazy.
Me too,
but the fact that they
settled
with
that Geno Smith's type deal that he got right there, 3 years, about 100 mil. That seemed
nothing too crazy.
Yeah,
that's about his market, I would say.
And you front load it on the front.
Ragu just saying he didn't F them over like he probably could have done.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure the contract is probably front loaded on the first 2 years.
And even his agent should have called Atlanta. I feel like his agent didn't even call Atlanta. Maybe Atlanta had a deal.
But Ragu, you don't want to F up your chemistry you already got rolling with who just got you there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Baker had a solid season, man. Like, I feel him. Just keep.
And a guy, you gotta realize that was a guy too that was bouncing from team to team.
Went from the Rams to Cleveland to now to here. And
he was on three. He was like on what, 3 different teams last season?
And not only did they make the offs, but they also won the division, if I'm correct.
Won the division and beat the team that everybody had at minimum going to the Super Bowl for the most part. So, damn, shout out to my boy GA, man. He just texted me asking when's the next pod. There's a lot going on. We gotta get him on the next one.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Shout out GA, man. Chris Jones signs for the highest contract for a defensive tackle in NFL history for $95 million.
Yeah.
So you think
I knew that was gonna happen.
Go back in now and be like, hey, cut the check?
You said who?
Aaron Donald, because that's who he took down, right? Pause.
I don't think AD's gonna come with that energy right now.
Hey, and while we at it, shit, Christian Wilkins' contract is pretty good too, but it ain't like Chris Jones though.
But like we said on the Follow from Burners podcast, let's go probably, hey, you willing to come to Las Vegas? And he was like, nah, click. And then because that I ain't gonna lie, 31 mil, I can't turn that shit down either.
Yeah, man. Champ already had Christian on the other line. Remember we were saying? So
yeah.
When Telesco got to know, Champ like, hey, Christian, we gonna go all out for you, man.
Well, you know they was getting the deal done right before the legal tampering period got started. So
yeah, with the kids, yeah.
So
I'm glad they did that too.
So they was like, fuck, man, we can't even give them a call. So hey, once the tampering period gets started, go ahead, call Wilkins. But I mean, it's well deserved. I mean, like we said on podcast, bro, he was the big fish that was possibly gonna hit the free agency market, but the Chiefs made sure that they paid their guy. You know what I'm saying? They made sure that
boy did they.
Yeah, they were like, we're gonna take care of our guy, make sure he's paid and happy, and
that's
what's his name? And what's his name just signed for 98 too. My bad if I butcher his name. Matabuki from the Ravens.
Yeah, he just said He's a good pass rusher.
He was another guy that
good against the run
too. To the Raiders, but he got franchise tagged. But both those guys, the big guys got paid in free agency.
He's kind of like the Chris Jones, right? He went back to his team, right?
Yes, Matabuke went. Matabuke got franchise tag, so he wasn't going anywhere regardless.
I know I know them running backs be looking at everybody else contracts like, damn, man, it must be nice. Because running backs is like at this point they know what they got to come to the table on. So
I don't know where you're going with next, JC, but the Miami Dolphins have been getting a patch torn out of them for whatever reason.
I mean, right, good. Tyreek Hill makes what, 30 mil? Tua's
and they got to pay Tua, right? Tua's on the
Tua's contract is coming up.
Yep.
Jalen Waddle's contract is coming up.
You said Waddle's is coming up too?
Yeah,
they got to pay Waddle too.
I could be mistaken.
So in other words, they needed
Jalen Ramsey has his money tied up. So
I know
they had no choice,
and it went right under the radar. We didn't even realize it, right?
They had no choice but to let go.
They was already in win now.
Yeah. Because I saw the pass rusher McGlinchey, I think his name. They lost him too.
Bro,
and I heard that they're going to have to release Xavier Howard because they can't afford him either.
Yeah, Xavier Howard's getting released post-June, if I'm not mistaken.
Bro, the Dolphins are getting tore up right now.
They are, bro. And we took.
Wait, hold on, Ragu. That's crazy. You just point. These niggas was in win now mode all season and went right under the radar. We didn't even realize this bit. We was talking about the Niners, Eagles. We talking about all these other niggas who got to pay people, and just Miami just went right under that. So that's crazy. I didn't even.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. They're gonna have to draft well to stay be relevant.
Hey, F that Ragu. Scouts, do your job.
In a way, wait,
do your effing job.
Real quick, Ragu. No, NFL scouts for Miami, don't do your job. You're doing the Patriots a favor. Thank you. Thank you for putting a hole in your own team, you idiots.
Dre, what?
Hey,
what
Dre, you must. Hey, Dre, this must be crazy for you because all your life, all these other teams been trash, and y'all was the ones dominating. Now they all dominating, and y'all.
The Dolphins are going right back to. I know, but now, hey,
life comes at you fast, don't it?
In the NFL, it surely does. Hey, Dre, I need you to call Bob Kraft, man, and find out if Jaden is tall enough or not.
I was just going to say that before at the end of the show, but I was just going to say, bro, the dog. Oh, my bad, Isaiah.
No, I'm just saying, I agree with Ragu. I need to find. I didn't say that shit 5 times. I say JJ McCarthy is more their speed up in New England. And I need.
Oh, this nigga retarded.
If y'all gonna find Jaden Daniels tall enough to be one of your type of guys. So if not, go ahead, call
Isaiah. I'll ask you this because we finna go Raiders anyway. If you had the option right now, just as a fan, from your perspective, and somebody said you can have one of these quarterbacks right now, 100% guaranteed, you got to pick for your future, Penix or Jaden. Who you taking?
Jaden.
I've said numerous times Jaden has the highest.
I feel like Penix gets hurt.
No, it's not even that Penix get hurt. I just said Jaden has the highest potential out of all the quarterbacks. Like as far as room to grow, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Caleb has the most. He's probably most pro ready and best improvising and shit like that. But Jaden, each year in college, he got better in football. He's from where y'all from, SoCal. And I was talking to Ragu, and they were talking about high school, like all the prospects who were in the draft for quarterback and what they did in high school and the records that they broke and stuff. And they were talking about like Bo Nix threw for like 170 touchdowns in Alabama. So I'm like, and he was the number 2, like
Oregon,
best
I think.
high school. I'm talking about in high school. So he was saying
high
like,
school.
Yeah, he had like the second best ranked high school career out of the prospects. And I was like, well, fuck, who's number 1? Jaden Daniels put up 150 touchdowns in 2 years on varsity in Southern California football.
Wow.
Damn.
2 years.
Yeah, Vegas sounds like a great fit for that boy.
How bad were the defenses?
No, it's SoCal, bro. You're not.
What school did he go to, Isaiah?
With some long.
That's
I can't. I don't know. You have to look at 150 touchdowns in 2 years on varsity. You can't just duck everybody, bro. You're not ducking everybody. There's just no way. And then
he's from the IE. Okay, he was out there. Something called Cajun High School.
Oh, okay. He might have been born along. I don't know.
Nigga, damn, IE low key been coming up lately.
But yeah. So and then when he was at Arizona State, if you look at his tape from Arizona State to his Heisman season at LSU, it's like a completely different quarterback. He got completely better at reading defenses, placement with the football, and he still has room to grow in some of those areas. So I believe that he has the most potential to grow out of all the quarterbacks in the draft.
Okay, so I said we were about to get into the Raiders. So Tillery released, and then Wilkins gets signed. What's y'all reaction to that?
Ragu's not here, but I immediately hopped on my phone and sent him a voice message saying, "Fuck yes, nigga. Fuck yes." we got the big fish.
He said something. He said y'all called it on the show the other day.
Yeah. I said, because I told him the trifecta that we needed for me to confidently say, go ahead and trade up for Daniels was Christian Wilkins, Patrick Queen, and Kendall Fuller. I said that would be the absolute dream, but I said will likely maybe only get one of those guys. And so happens Patrick Queen went to Pittsburgh. We got Christian Wilkins. Kendall Fuller hasn't signed anywhere yet. Maybe we still get him possibly. And I would still be confident if we got 2 of those guys. I said, if we get at least 2 out of 3 of those guys, go ahead and trade up for Daniels. But
do you feel like being in Vegas has made y'all like more attractive? And not just that, AP's culture that he's building, like do you think those 2 things have like caused stars to where like maybe even though they don't see the wins right now, they can see like the vision of what could be?
Definitely. I mean, bro, like you saw all the Kansas.
Look at the Lions, for example. And Dan Campbell. Bro.
Yeah. I mean, you saw what Kansas City said. Like, bro, they said, I ain't gonna lie, they probably got the best facilities in the league. That's your rival saying that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when people come to Vegas and they see all the glitz and glamour and stuff, it's always something to do. You can get a private room and play poker if you want to or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can get something.
For some niggas, that might not be a good thing, but
agreed. But like, you know what I'm saying? The culture that's been built now, especially after the unfortunate situation a couple seasons ago with Henry Ruggs III. You know,
y'all needed a revamp, man. Y'all needed a revamp.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They tightened up on that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not saying like they were allowing stuff like that all the time, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, hey, bro.
They probably tightened some things up since then.
Exactly. Like, hey, bro, we're not allowing that type of stuff. Like,
I think they had to really, Mark Davis had to understand the realization, like, wait, hold up. This is like, I mean, it's not like necessarily LA, but it's, you know, it's a lot going on in this city for a young nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the strip is just like LA, bro. Like, it's a whole bunch of exactly. You can get anything you want on that strip, bro.
Exactly.
But literally anything.
LA just has like more opportunities.
Yeah, it's just more expanded. Yeah. Exactly. You can get anything that you want on that strip.
And that's the thing with Vegas. As long as you stay off that strip, you should be all right. LA is kind of harder to
when you came out here and called me. I said, how many times have I been to the strip?
I think you said, what, like twice, 3 times or something like that?
Exactly. I said, I can count on both of my hands and still have a whole bunch of fingers left over because I do not bet when I'm in Vegas. So it's definitely attractive, you know. And then with AP being a player's coach, all the players in the draft voucher for players that have played with him at Long Beach Polytech or Arizona State, they've all said, you know, like, nah, that's my guy. Like, you heard Jack Jones as soon as he got there, bro. He said, "Nah, AP allows us to be ourselves. Like, of course, there's structure and stuff, but like, he still lets you beat yourself. Like, he ain't just going."
What you think about your boy being released though?
Who?
Tillery, I think it's
it was a little bit upsetting because you know he lit up Herbie during that game. You know, letting them boys know he stood on business, switching to the dark side, but
we don't have Jacobs either.
Yeah, I mean, we got to upgrade, bro. We got the upgrade with Wilkins, bro. I'm sorry, it is an upgrade. I'm gonna miss Tillery. I'm gonna miss Jacobs too, but we got an upgrade at that position at defensive tackle, which was direly needed. It not only helps our pass rush and our run stop, but it helps our pass coverage because when you got people getting to the quarterback faster, he's got to make a decision faster, and you don't have to cover as long with your DBs. So, and overall, our defense improved vastly.
Jerry, what's your reaction to the Wilkins signing?
Say that one more time.
I said, what's your reaction to the Wilkins signing?
Oh, my bad. It went out for a second. No, I thought I was a little not surprised, but I was kind of like a little bit shocked. Not gonna lie. I was like, "What's going on?"
No, I agree with you, Andre. Like, even though I was like, "This is a guy that I want us to get," it's just like after so long of us being
that's like taking a big chunk.
Yeah, I agree, but
that's
like
what it felt like.
I agree, but we got money to spend. I mean, we're gonna have like 60 million cap space overall this year.
you guys are in Vegas, and you know the old saying is "scared money don't make money." So
Exactly.
I mean, yes, it sucks, but I think of it like this. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think of it like this. Say he's gone right now. Obviously, he's gone. Like, say that, whatever, cool. Now, say the future comes and you win a Super Bowl. The whole point of the whole point of this happening was to eventually move up, improve. It sucks, but at the end of the day, this is a business too.
Yeah. So for me, it was just like, I mean, bruh. I mean, Wilkins 28. What he getting 28.5 Ragu or something like that.
Something like that.
27.5, something like that. So I mean, he's a top 10, top 5 defensive tackle in the league, bro. He got paid accordingly.
Hey man,
I was just shocked that we actually went out there and spent money this offseason and got a big name free agent. Usually they stay back, but Telesco was like, I'm gonna let y'all know something right now. I'm here to spend the money. If we got it, I'm gonna spend that shit. So I respect that. Shout out to Telesco.
And that's another thing. Like, I'm not a Raiders fan, obviously, but like I can kind of see, the culture of Raiders shifting now into the right direction. I'm not saying like Super Bowl within the next year or two.
Right?
I'm not saying like a Super Bowl, oh my God, undefeated and all that. I'm just saying they're on the path on.
They actually have a direction now. Like
they have. Mm-hmm. They have a direction. They have the coach, and for the first time in years, Ragu, Isaiah, you'll agree with me. You now have a coach and a team. All you need, I know you need a quarterback and all that, but you have a coach and a team.
Amen.
You have a staff and a team all at the same time instead of it being one or the other type of thing.
Yeah,
I'll even say,
but you don't have the defense.
I'll even put front office in it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So front office,
with defense too.
I feel like
and a good team.
I feel like
we ain't had that trifecta in shit. 30 years.
I'm still a little bit. Telesco so far has done a good job. I want to see how he'll draft or what he'll do come draft time before I give him a full grade on his first off season. But so far, so good.
Definitely so far.
We got to do that. We got to do one of the episodes where we grade everybody's off season.
Yeah. So far, so good. But what I will say is, like how Dre said, it feels good to have them all on the same fucking page on what they want to do. Telesco and AP said, we're going to build the trenches. What we got to do is get some guys in the trenches to punch them motherfuckers in the mouth. The Mahomes.
Are we talking about the Raiders?
We're talking about the Wilkins signing. Okay. So with all that, I know Telesco was in LA tired of losing to the Chiefs. The Raiders are tired of losing to the Chiefs. AP's tired of losing to the Chiefs. Max Crosby is tired of losing to the Chiefs. So everybody's on the same page of, damn it, okay, it hasn't been working this way. We're going to build from the inside out. Starting with the trenches, then we'll go second level, and then we'll go third level, okay? But right now, we got some good pieces in place with Tay, Jacoby, Myers. The offense is pretty good. We need to get the QB and maybe a running back and some O-line. But the defense is where we really need to focus in on because we have to be able to stop them.
You need all hands on defense.
Exactly. When we're top 10 on deck, if we truly want to apply what we said, the Mahomes rules, and making him run around and making him hit the ground and having guys flying around making plays, you have to start at the trenches. And what I love most about the Christian Wilkins signing is he is just like Max Crosby. He plays with maximum effort. I don't know if you remember.
And he talks shit too.
It was it was either this year or a couple years ago when we played the Dolphins. The play started at our 35-yard line. Hunter Renfrow caught the ball 15 yards down the field. Wilkins is rushing the quarterback. He turns around. Hunter Renfrow is at the other 30. Christian Wilkins made the tackle, bro. What other defensive tackles who are going to run from that 35 to the other 30 to make a tackle on a wide receiver? That's what I love about it. I've only seen Max do it. I've seen him do it, and maybe a couple other guys do it. But as a star player, you don't see that too often.
Because of scheduling, even though Miami's not in the AFC West, we play them quite often, Isaiah, as you would agree. Yeah. Over the years, we've played Miami, every other year seemed like. And the whole time Christian Wilkins has been there, we couldn't block him.
No, hell no.
So, what I like what AP and Tom and Champ are doing, because just from the outside looking in, I am an insider, so I'm not all the way outside. But Wilkins, we could not block when we play against Miami. Mm-hmm. Luke Getsy's run game in Chicago, we could not stop when we played them. Mm-mm. We could not beat the Colts, who were being quarterbacked by Gardner Minshew, when we needed to beat them to make the playoffs. AP brought all those guys in. We got Getsy as our OC. We brought in Christian Wilkins as the D tackle. And Gardner Minshew as the QB, man. AP and them is on some can't beat them, join them type shit. Which I'm not mad at.
Hey, I mean, shoot, if y'all lucky, Tom Brady will show you the cheating way.
Nah, man, we gonna get it in the mud, man. We ain't gonna cheat, man. But I will say,
can't hurt to try.
The main show, Illuminor, thanks for your services, young fella. Wish you the best. I believe in New York. And also my main man, Amit Robertson, that went to the Detroit Lions today. I'd like to thank you too, young brother, as well. You played your heart out for us here in Oakland and Vegas. And Josh Jacobs as well, who we lost. I have a number 28 jersey, Josh, so you already know how I feel about you, bro. But I wish all three of you guys the best, man.
Yeah.
Well,
I did wince a little bit. It was a little bit expensive, but I get why they did it. Just in case certain things happen in the draft. I get it, but
yeah. We need to know what Bob Kraft is gonna do, man. Like, they saying JJ, and I'm here on the podcast right now telling everybody, JJ McCarthy is better than Jaden. So New England, you should get JJ McCarthy. So, he's taller. We found literally too, JC. I'm not just saying that. Like literally at the combine, they realized that JJ measured was it an inch taller? Did you guys hear about that? He was like an inch taller and like 10 pounds heavier. Seriously too. I'm not saying he tall.
I didn't see much of bro, but
he said seriously.
And I know I get the satire and all that, but I don't know, bro just don't look it to me, man. Like
he does.
No, bro, don't say that. He's
I know. I'm sorry.
New England should draft him. Listen, OJ, Jared Mayo. I was going to call him OJ, man. Jared Mayo, Bob Kraft, JJ McCarthy is the guy, man.
He is the guy to take over for Tom Brady. He went to Michigan.
Yeah, he went to
Brady
Michigan.
went to Michigan.
He won a championship at Michigan.
Bro, think about it, bro.
Jaden
can't throw in the cold, bro. Come on, bro. He's
from SoCal. He doesn't want to be out there in the cold.
He played in California, Arizona, and Louisiana, bro. Come on, bro. Come on.
Kraft, don't do it.
Do the right thing. Do the right thing.
If we do get
wait, so you're saying you better not try nothing either. You guys are taking Drake May, Irv. So we got it laid out right there.
All right,
Caleb to Chicago, Drake to Washington, and JJ to New England.
Vegas.
Right, let's keep it rolling, man. I think this is something that most people had in their bingo card, but still great to see nonetheless. Derrick Henry to Baltimore.
That was fucking crazy. I knew it was coming. I paused. I just didn't think it was going to be to Baltimore.
If I would have known it took $8 million to get Derrick Henry, damn it, the Ravens could have made the fucking call. Because damn it, now these niggas finna do RPO with a refrigerator.
And you gotta pick either Lamar or Derrick Henry.
No, I gotta get it off my chest.
Said the hypothetical.
Hold on. No, fuck this. They let these motherfuckers get a refrigerator who runs a 4.4 and can stiff arm damn near anybody off of him, so he can run RPO with a damn near wide receiver, quarterback, running back, hybrid at quarterback who juke and spin move off of any and everybody who try to touch him. Pause. Now what? I wish that.
Good luck with whoever got to play Baltimore.
I swear, if that offensive coordinator fuck off another playoff game by not running the football, Lamar, if you fuck off another playoff game trying to be too cute and not using your full skill set,
trying to be Tom Brady,
I know something, because there's no way with that run game. They was doing that shit with Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins missing half the year, and
exactly the F they think this finna do.
So, yeah, this is. I remember I said this on the show on All Grind before last year sometime. This is the move that Carolina should have did when they still had Cam Newton. They should have drafted Derrick Henry and been running read op with Derrick Henry and Cam Newton. But anyway, this is a great pickup, I think, for Baltimore. Even, whatever limited amount of juice, pause, that he still has, Derrick Henry I'm talking about. It's worth it, a worthwhile move. But I also think you guys should note that the reason they needed to sign Henry is because Gus Edwards signed with the Chargers almost immediately. So that gives you a kind of a sign of what Harbaugh is thinking. Gus Bus is that's Gus Bus.
No, I don't. I'm not saying Gus Edwards is bad. I'm not saying that. Okay. But come on.
What is he talking about?
I'm just saying, Randall, come on now. Derrick Henry.
Ravens running backs do good in that system. Like, they were fine. Like,
okay. All right. We'll see.
I'm not saying
what you think he finna go get like 11, 12
Gus
over there
Edwards over Derrick Henry?
Possibly.
Oh no.
Because they're gonna run the shit out the football.
So what he gonna do in the charge? He getting you 1,100 over there?
I think he possibly could, yeah.
That's crazy.
I see a good 800. I give him a good 800, maybe 850.
All
That's
right, we'll see.
I would say, like, he said a good 800.
I give him a good 800, 850.
No,
he ain't getting the stack.
850.
He ain't getting the stack. I'll tell you, I'll put money on that.
JC, you were fine. You were fine at 800. You didn't need to change that.
800 with about 8 touchdowns? I'll take that.
Oh, you saying he's gonna be a goal line guy?
Derrick Henry
of course
is going to have
goal line guy.
Derrick Henry is going to have 800 yards by week 5 in Baltimore. What are we talking about?
Exactly.
That was Derrick Henry 5 years ago.
All right.
You think Derrick Henry fell off or something, nigga? That line was trash. Ain't nothing. All right.
He ain't
I bet you that nigga get a stack. I bet you he get a stack. Easy.
Watch. I'm going to MGM and going.
He gonna have. He might. I'm with Isaiah. He probably gonna have a stack by week. I say by week 9, 10. He have a stack if he don't get hurt.
Let me tell you right now.
He fuck around, get hurt.
I'm taking.
That's why I said if he don't get hurt, I give him a stack by week 9.
I'm taking the overs on Derrick Henry. NFL futures. I'm taking the over on Kyle Pitts NFL futures, on Bijan Robinson's NFL futures.
Preach.
Drake
London. I might take the over on those young guys, but on Derrick Henry, give me the under.
Yeah, all right.
Nigga, now, hey Ragu, I know you waiting on it. You anticipating it coming. It's not here yet. I'm telling you right now. Fall off.
I don't know what y'all been saying in the last few years, but.
Years.
He ain't the same Derrick Henry that stiff arm.
Last year?
He ain't the same Derrick Henry
that stiff arm. Got 2K like what, 2-3 years ago?
Run the other way. He ain't that Derrick Henry no more.
No, Tennessee ain't like that no more. And we about to see
He's still
going
to be very effective.
I'm damn near.
I don't care how good you
Gus
are, bro. You're not just
That
gonna be
dude's a
running all over
bulldozer
because you
trying
ain't
to
got
bring
no
down.
line.
Hey man,
Only Barry Sanders did that.
All I know is last year that boy.
This guy's nowhere near Barry Sanders.
I never said he was. I said
that's
actually my point. I said only Barry Sanders could do that.
Ragu, all I know is in a down year, he had 1,167 yards, 12 touchdowns.
Talk to him.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's because he's the only thing on the team. You know what I mean? They had to keep giving it to him.
All right, man.
Come on, Ragu. You know you're reaching out.
Pause, Ragu.
We gonna see.
They had to keep giving it to him.
We gonna see.
I'm saving this Smith for sure.
Bro,
he's Gus Edwards' best year.
Gus Edwards is gonna
Gus
have
Edwards for 800. Derrick Henry have a stack by week 9, week 10. Well, I'll say
take that bet. I'll take that bet. I'll take that bet any day of the week. I'll take that bet.
Gus Edwards will finish the 24 campaign with more touchdowns than Derrick Henry.
I'll take that bet. What?
And it's not even a hot take.
I'm taking that bet.
It's not even a hot take.
I feel like Ragu mad at all running backs or something because he lost his, but I digress.
I love running backs. Pause.
Saquon Barkley to Philly.
1994 January, so he just turned 30. Yeah, man, I'll take Gus Edwards for more touchdowns than.
That's crazy.
What is you with this Gus Edwards shit, man? I hope you better draft that nigga to your fantasy team too. Talking like this, I better see that nigga on your squad.
I just don't think you understand that. Bro,
Derrick Henry is still effective.
Nigga Lamar's so good, he got Gus Edwards looking like he like that.
No, hold on. No, like, bro, take this from a native of where he's from. He's from Yulee, which is the county right above Duval County. That nigga is just built different. He you know how they say you got like thoroughbreds and shit. He's the closest thing that we have to Bo Jackson as a running back.
Oh my God. All right,
he's the closest thing that we have to Bo Jackson as a running back. Did I say he's
nowhere near as a Bo Jackson?
Okay. So what? So let me see these. So what was Bo Jackson's 40 time?
Like a 4.17 or something.
No.
What? Somebody ran that?
It wasn't official.
Oh, nigga.
Oh shit. JC, the way you sounded when you said that, I don't know if you saw that skit on Instagram. Not skit, but the dude that's working on that lady's house is getting chased by a dog, and his partner closed the door on accident, so he hit the door, bounced off of it, and then when he got in the house, he goes, "Damn, why'd you close the door, nigga?" And I he was like, "I thought I opened the door." He goes, "No, you closed it."
Nah, I ain't peeped that one. You can send it to me though.
I will. He tried to scare the dog off with a fake saw.
Isaiah, you can get him when he get back. Pause. But I need your thoughts on Barkley.
Oh my!
Save it for when he get back. Save it for when he get back.
Oh man!
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, Barkley is like I mean, how old is Barkley? 28, 29?
I think he's 30.
Look, hold up. First off, yeah, like I think he's 29. But my thing is I don't have any doubts that Barkley can be, an effective running back. My only problem and issue with him is
Barkley is 27.
Oh,
but his knees is probably 30. So
yeah. So but I think behind that Eagles line, that'll do him a lot of favors because running behind that Giants line, it didn't do him a lot of favors. So I do think that'll help him.
And that's why I said too, the only thing that kind of worried me about it was can he stay healthy? But then you just kind of rejogged my memory when you said that.
I mean, that's every Barkley season, ain't it?
Yeah, and that's why I said he still can be an effective guy.
How many times have we, bro? We
Hey,
probably have said that like 5 consecutive seasons. Like, man, if he could
He
stay
just
healthy,
can't stay. He just can't stay effing healthy. That's it. But
and
like,
the season,
like
he did stay healthy. You see what the Giants did.
yeah. And like Isaiah said, though, he has a line now, but it's just now, Barkley, if you're watching this, no non-contact injuries, please, because you have a line to run behind now.
Do y'all think Kelce
So stay
affects them at all,
healthy.
or like with any real like significance, or can they just move somebody over?
Because who do the Eagles have at that back position? It's Barkley. Swift is still there, right?
No, Swift went to the Bears, I believe. I was talking about the line. I was talking about the line though.
Oh, the line.
Like if them getting a new center, you think they just move somebody over, or they gotta?
Damn, because that's right. Because Kelsey's gone.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Who would be a good fit to if they were to go grab someone? I'm trying to think like who can go over there and fill in that gap, because I know they're going to be looking for like a veteran type player. Because Jason Kelce is not just some center you replace tomorrow with any other guy. No.
Right.
God, who could be a good fit for that, or at least fill in that little spot?
Well, let's say hypothetically, they try to put a Band-Aid on that. Do you think they'll still be fine, or is it going to affect them heavier than we realize?
I wouldn't put a Band-Aid on it and just kind of go with it. Like if you know you can improve on it, for sure, make that improvement, because you don't want to be asked out of luck later when you could have been like, damn, why didn't we? But I feel like it would be putting a Band-Aid on it, I feel like would do them more bad than anything else. I mean, yeah, they have a team, don't get me wrong, but it's just like the team that I'm still thinking about when I see Philly is the team that didn't know how to play football after week 12.
Right.
That's the team I'm still thinking about. So I don't know. Don't put a Band-Aid on it though, that's for sure. At least at least go explore your options. See who you could get to fill, like a vet to fill in that gap. Because like I said, you're not just going to replace Jason Kelce for anybody.
Right.
And on top of that, you also have to get whoever you bring in as a center, whether you draft him or whether you get a vet, you also got to get them familiarized with the sneak or the tush push or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Oh, yeah.
Because Jason Kelce was like the lead guy on that.
We're going to see if that's really some cheat code spit, or if it really just, or if it really matters who was there or not. If that spit just keep rolling like nothing happened, that's how you know that's with some bullshit.
I'm excited though. I'm excited, bro. I'm already to the point where it's like, all right, NFL season, we for sure got to hurry up now, because I'm seeing all these people switch. I'm seeing Kirk and ATL. Like I'm like, yo,
there's a lot of switching, but I want to ask you and Isaiah this, because it's something that I think I've kind of noticed. Like, and I'm not saying this doesn't happen in the NBA. But does it seem like, or I'm not gonna say does it seem like okay, so from my perspective, looking at a lot of the signings this offseason, it seems like NFL players understand that they have like a shorter lifespan, and they go with the money more so than like fit for a team or a loyalty reason. It's like, am I off on that assessment, or is that like a thing more so with football?
Absolutely. You get the money, because with the NFL, with it being such a barbaric sport, no matter how safe they try to make the sport, one hit can take you out of the league. One hit, just one hit. That's all it takes. So I might as well. I don't care if it's a rival. Like, bro, how Tiki Barber talking about, oh, you're dead to me to say well, shut your
where the money was at.
And it's the same. This is the same guy who retired in the middle of his prime to prove the Giants needed him, and the very next year they won the Super Bowl. You're a fucking clown.
That's what happened with Tiki.
Yep. And real quick, I'm glad you brought that up, Isaiah.
I didn't even realize that was his retirement. Like that was how that happened. I remember him.
I wanted to get that off my chest. I'm glad you said that, Isaiah, because when I saw that post, what was it? Saquon, all Saquon said was, he didn't say anything that bad. He said, I'm still cool, with some teammates. He goes, there's no bad flaws, or, they have my back, I have theirs type of thing. But
he told Tiki keep that same energy, basically.
Yeah, but when you say, and Tiki, when you say you're dead to me now, like Isaiah said, but I'm going to say it a little more fashionable, then shut the fuck up, you bum ass nigga.
You sound like you sound like a broad, to be honest. Like, oh, you're dead to me now.
No, go ahead, JC. You sound like a bitch. Yeah, I know.
Exactly, bro. He sound like a bitch, bro. Bro. So last year and the year before that, when they didn't pay Saquon,
to me. What the hell is that?
Saquon, when they sat up there and gave him the runaround and shit, and now that
gave Daniel Jones $90 million without even hesitating.
The fucking money, and then Saquon looking like, bro, what the fuck? Can I get franchise tagged and get money for 1 year?
Like, I'm the reason the nigga even getting this.
Thank you. But my division rival says, we'll give you 3 years. So, I mean, by the time you're 30, you'll have this big contract, at least this one big contract to say, hey, I got some money. You know what I'm saying? This was a decent contract. This was the contract that he deserved after his initial rookie contract, but they didn't give it to him. Like, man, what the fuck is these niggas?
Tiki's a bro. He's a
crystal ball head ass boy. Ugly.
Wait, and speaking of
ass boy,
speaking of the barbers, speaking of the barbers, Rodney has the ring, right? Not Tiki.
If I'm not mistaken,
with Tampa Bay.
Rondé got a ring. If I'm not mistaken.
Yep, he had with Tampa Bay in 2002. Tiki, you tried to prove the Giants wrong, like you said, and he didn't get shit.
That's wild.
Nah, but for you to say some shit, honestly, too, I was gonna say that's some little
I'm gonna say, Isaiah, because of that flame you did, I'm gonna have to do the Cat Williams line. You shouldn't have been talking sweet.
I'm saying, like, bro.
But also, too, for him, it made Tiki to me that when he said "you're dead to me," I was like, "You're a child."
Like, bro, it just made no sense to me, bro. Like, you didn't look at the Giants and say, bro, y'all dead ass wrong for doing Tiki wrong. You sat up there and sounded like a fucking coon poaching for a corporation who did the wrong, money, sat around and paid somebody half the work that he did. And shit, and you gonna sit up there and tell me you're dead to me? Boy, if you don't,
I think Shannon Sharp said it best, nigga. Like, after the way y'all just did me, you don't get to tell me where I get to go
at all. At all.
Give a F about none of that's what y'all talking about. No rivalry,
Tiki,
none of that.
Tiki, if you are watching this, like, bro, just how about you try to not act like a bitch so much and move on? That's your fault he's leaving. That's the Giants' fault he's leaving. That's you all want to pay Daniel Jones all that money for him to do what? To do what? Shut up and go sit down.
They made their bed. They finna lay in it.
Yeah, now go shut up and go sit down somewhere.
Unless they get one of these backs in the sweepstakes, but it looked like most of them signed already.
Bro, and I would have been cool. Like, I would have been fine. Like, I feel like we would never have had to acknowledge Tiki if he just didn't say that stupid childish shit.
Bro, if he would have just kept his fucking mouth shut.
His mouth has been shut for what? How many years? Don't open it now. Pause.
Bro, I ain't heard Tiki Barber talk since he retired, bro. Since his retirement.
Go back to shutting the fuck up.
Like, bro, ain't nobody denying that you was a good running back, even great running back in your day, bro. But, like, bro, the simple fact of the matter is, bro, you basically
Tiki was nice for sure.
When the Giants said they wasn't gonna pay you and was trying to, and you felt like you was getting taken for granted and all that type of stuff, what you did, went ahead and retired. And what happened? They won a championship that very next year. And you couldn't pull your bingo card of, oh, I'm going to come back the next year after they lose in the playoffs and shit and we win the Super Bowl. Could you? You couldn't do that, could you?
That season was probably sick for him.
Hey, but if you need to, if Tiki needs to, though, he can always, cherish in his brother's limelight because, I mean, he got a ring. You ain't got shit.
This was one of the signings that kind of prompted me to think like, yeah, I think these niggas just be signing a lot of the time based on bread and not like the other intangibles that come into it in the NBA. Tony Pollard to Tennessee.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, the team that let Derrick Henry go.
Yeah, he realized he got exposed out in Dallas. So he was like, let me go ahead and get the best offer I can take.
Yeah, get it while the getting is good.
Yeah, let me go ahead and get some money.
Ragu, what's your problem with Henry, man?
Nothing, bro. He just got miles. He got mileage, man. I'm telling you, bro. The decline.
So you don't think that Tennessee line had nothing to do with this season?
I mean, he had 1,100 yards. What you mean? He had a good year.
Because it's Derrick Henry. That proves our point.
No, bro, not many backs would have had 1,100 yards and 12 touchdowns behind that line.
How many carries? He had 12 touchdowns?
He had 12 touchdowns.
That's impressive. Now, how many carries?
He had 200.
But hold on, Ragu. That's not fair. He's always
carry?
Been a high volume carry running back, so you can't do that. He's always been like that.
That's what I'm saying. Because of that, at 30 years old, bro, that shit has to start catching up with you. That's exactly what I'm saying.
But what we're saying is there hasn't been anything on the field that
how many backs are
kind of guessing right now.
How many backs are 6'3", 250? That's the real
just him.
He said just him.
I'll give you that. Just him.
He averaged 4.2 yards per carry, which is actually tied for his lowest yards per carry output, which is
a good year.
Wow.
That's fucking crazy. That's fucking
Let me ask you this. Why Tennessee didn't bring him back then if he's so
I mean, you act like he probably had an urge to be back in Tennessee. He probably want to go win. Like, what you mean?
Yeah, it was
but
Tennessee is imploding right now.
You just said that these guys are signing for the bag and not any intangible. So he didn't get a bunch of money.
Derrick Henry got paid already.
He didn't get a bunch of money with Baltimore, so Tennessee could have gave him more money.
Henry done signed a contract or two already. Pollard hasn't.
What has Pollard got to do with it? I'm saying why.
That's who went to Tennessee for the bag. That's what he got to do with it. That's what I brought up in the first place.
Why didn't Tennessee keep? Don't talk about no other running back.
Disgusting.
Derrick Henry is so fantastic. Why didn't his team keep him?
Why are you assuming Derrick Henry wanted to be there?
So you just said out your mouth that these guys are signing for the bag. All he had to do was throw the bag at him, and he would have stayed, right?
Derrick Henry has the bag. He's signed contracts already. He's trying to win now.
So he doesn't want more money?
Of course. He didn't sign for Pebbles, nigga.
So you saying he took?
He got like $16 million. What are you talking about?
Jacksonville? Lamar?
$16 million to go to Baltimore. You talking like he got Pebbles?
$60 million, but what's the real numbers though, bro? So you get caught up in them contract at 60. What is he really being paid?
I look exactly because to be honest, I believe that was the guaranteed part. I don't think I read the full contract.
No way they gave that nigga $60 million guaranteed at 30 years old. No way.
16.
Wait for Pollard, right?
No, this for Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry got 2 years, $16 million.
16. Like that. So $8 million a year. Okay, that's a pay cut.
That sounds about right for a running back. What you mean? Especially
Josh Jacobs just got 12.5. Saquon Barkley got like 13 per. This is running back money.
First of all, this is Josh Jacobs' first contract.
Yeah, Josh is like 3 or 4 years younger than him. Saquon is 3 or 4 years younger than him.
My point exactly.
What do you mean your point exactly?
That there's a fall off coming.
Not in production. Not in production.
It's coming.
I promise you it won't be this year. It won't be this year.
I was just curious to what his issue is with the guy.
It won't be this year.
Maybe I'll figure it out at some point.
I don't have an issue with him at all.
It won't be this year. I can promise that, Ragu. It won't be this year.
That's all I'm saying. It's coming, but I think you're saying it a little too prematurely.
Pause,
nigga. This nigga said
Josh
that so
Jacobs to
elegantly.
Green Bay, man.
That's pretty funny, low key.
That was for a bag. Nah, but
That was
Packers
funny.
are good though. I ain't gonna say that. Packers are good. They needed a running back. That's a nigga who fell off. Is Aaron Jones. That's a fall off, Ragu. Nigga had 3 touchdowns.
How many yards? Do you remember?
Nah, I don't even remember. But I know that bum was on my fantasy team.
Let me check.
He had more touchdowns in the Dallas game than he did all season.
wow.
That's crazy.
Because that's what I'm thinking when I hear his name. I'm thinking about that playoff game in Dallas that they should have beat. They should have beat them.
That was the game. That was the game of the season right there. It couldn't have came at a better time.
Oh,
though.
there we go. But so Josh, I said I wish him the best. He goes and reunites with Rich Bisaccia. I understand we meaning the Raiders had double-digit offer on the table for him, but there was more money for him there in Green Bay, so he took it. I think it's a good pickup for them. I really would have wanted to see Josh in Baltimore or Houston, but Green Bay would be good too.
I liked him or Barkley in Houston.
So he only got $8 million guaranteed, bro. Derrick Henry.
Nigga said only.
In our life, that's not only, but in NFL, man, that is only.
Not for running backs, is not only. How many
just
running
got
backs touch
12.5. That's only. It's only, bro. Stop.
And why are you using money? Why are you talking about money when we talking about production?
Man, I'm saying because you mentioned that he took. No, so my thing is, why didn't Tennessee resign him at this low ticket if he's so good? That's why.
I said, how do you know Henry wanted to be back in Tennessee and that he was over this losing cluster F that they got going on over there? Tennessee not doing spit. They're not going
because
nowhere.
he could have got double-digit millions from Tennessee, I would imagine, but he took $8 million to go play somewhere else.
That would make sense. Henry already papered up. Like, he good.
But you just got finished saying that the NFL dudes are signing for money. So
that does not mean every single solitary literal player, Ragu. You're taking that too literal. It just means the consensus.
Either way it goes, okay? Either way it goes, dude is in his fall off year, and I will be happy to come back here next year and tell y'all I told you so.
Would you be happy to come back and say I was wrong? And this nigga, after he rushes for 1,500?
I got no problem saying that.
Okay. Another Packers signing. Another Packers signing, Xavier McKinney. $68 million for 4 years.
Who?
Xavier McKinney.
Who that?
He played.
Oh, these niggas bled me.
He play corner? Who is this guy?
Niggas just signed for 68 of them things.
What position he play?
He plays safety. He plays safety.
Not a chart mover at all.
Not even a little bit.
That's a nothing burger.
Yeah, that's not even like moving.
Are we supposed to be scared of him? What's his name?
McKinley. Are we supposed to be scared of him?
Isaiah McKinley.
Don't even worry about it, Ragu.
I just want to see what the real money looked like.
This was a I want the bag signing, Ragu. Eckler to the Washington Communist Party.
Not really, man. he got in where he could fit in. Basically, he only got about $6 million.
So you don't think he had a big market?
He didn't.
Damn. Has he fell off? Is he done? Or close to
it? His best days are behind him. I don't think he ever was a 4-down guy, even though I think the Chargers might have ran him as 3 downs in his early part of his career. I just feel, 3rd down guy.
First and goal kind of guy.
Or whatever, but this is about the right market for him, about $6 million. I thought the Raiders might throw a bag at him, and they actually called him, but he went on and signed with
the Washington Commanders.
With Washington Commanders.
What we talking about?
Ekeler.
Oh yeah.
Wait, real quick, Isaiah, did you give us your thoughts on McKinley?
I mean, it was a decent signing. It wasn't nothing much to move the needle, but I'm glad we didn't sign Ekeler's slow ass. Oh my gosh, bro. That boy ain't got no speed left, man.
So y'all just running with old boy, right? The backup?
Yeah, either that or like if you check out the episode on a follow from Burners, I was saying that we should draft this kid from Louisville. He runs a 4.33 at 220 pounds and had 1,500 all.
Yeah, what was his name? Isaiah? Did you ever get his name?
Hold on, let me see.
Jerry, while he looking that up, have you seen anything on Justin Simmons yet, other than him being released?
I was just looking that up right now.
Okay,
that's fucking hilarious that you brought that up. JC, where are you? You here? Or are you in the?
I got my notes all right here, buddy. I got a whole long list. I'm trying to hurry up and get through them so we don't.
Okay.
Oh, Xavier.
It says NFL Network Steve Wyche believes the one time is now for the Philadelphia Eagles to pursue him. Okay, so never mind. They're
so he hasn't been signed.
$25 million guaranteed of that 68.
His name is Isaac Gurindo.
Damn, I wonder where Simmons is gonna go.
You know what these niggas gonna say.
Well, it says look for the Eagles to make a run.
Alabama.
Looking at Philly.
4 years, $68 million. But 25 guaranteed.
Not bad.
Looks like they can cut him after 2 years and get out of it.
Pause.
And get out of it at 2 years and 25. Which is likely to happen.
So next we got one of Isaiah's favorite players in the league, Jerry McJobs Judy to the Browns.
Sorry, nigga, I told y'all.
When I saw that signing, bro, I immediately thought about Steve Smith. Remember what Steve Smith said about this dude?
What he said?
I seen that. Yeah.
He was like,
basically said he a busted.
He said Denver was gonna eventually move on, and they did.
And now he's on his way to Cleveland.
I tried to tell RG ass for the longest. My homie who was a Broncos fan, he kept, Jerry Judy this. I said, bro, you've been waiting on that breakout season since Henry Ruggs got arrested, bro. Bro, it's not.
But
Steve Smith called him a jag.
Amari Cooper, Elijah Moore, and Jerry McDrops is not a bad receiver room.
Jerry McDrops.
That's not a terrible receiver room by any means.
They still got the other dude, Peoples Jones or whatever his name is.
Nah, I think they traded
Donovan Peoples Jones.
They traded him last year. The Cleveland guys gave him too. F you, Isaiah. And I still believe in them Browns. They got some action this year. Injuries effed them up last year.
You said injuries did?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm glad you said Jerry McDrops because now this has to be my background thanks to you.
Man, them niggas gonna have to cut us a check, Jerry. You had them on the whole podcast.
Oh yeah, no, Monster. I just want them to know I support them if they're looking to sponsor somebody to sponsor me.
That's right.
I drink that like water.
What? Monster?
Yeah.
Leave that bullshit alone.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not very wise, brother. But you know, more power to you. DeAndre Swift to the Bears.
I was interested in them. They basically gave up on him and got Saquon. The Eagles did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they want a little bit bigger guy in Philly, but yeah, the Swift signing was interesting. It was interesting. I thought he had a good year. I didn't think
you look. I ain't gonna lie, you look very unfazed.
Because I was thinking that Swift, that they was happy with him in Philly, and then for them to let him get out of there like that.
I mean, maybe they feel like they need a shakeup after how they just went out last year.
And Barkley's a little more
because I think
solid.
they just released what's his name, Maddox too,
and they just brought back Gardner Johnson. So if they call the Raiders and want Epps back,
there you
then
go.
We'll know.
This never fails, man. Every time somebody brought up. Jerry, maybe you could speak to this one, man. Y'all sent that boy Mac back to Jacksonville. What you think was the process behind that?
Honestly,
JJ.
Number one, we have as much as I don't want JJ there.
JJ.
And real quick, just so we get it out the way, even if we do get JJ, fuck Michigan. All right, let me just get that out the way. But I think that's what they're doing. I mean, who are you gonna roll with? Bailey Zappi for 18 weeks? I don't think so.
Right.
No disrespect to Zappi, but there's no fucking way we're rolling with him.
So moving Mac was the first step towards the draft, basically.
Pretty much. That's the way I was looking at it. Because, bro, there's no effing way. I mean, Isaiah, if you were the head coach, would you wait? Hold up, Isaiah. If you or if any of y'all were the head coach, would you?
Don't even ask me that question.
Yeah, would you trust Zappi?
The fuck no. Don't even the hell no.
Yeah, exactly. I see. Yeah, that's obviously towards the draft. It is towards the draft.
And it ain't like Mac Jones is like some super veteran quarterback to let a young.
He's an 8-time Super Bowl winner. What do you mean? No, I'm playing.
So it's like you might as well ship him.
I mean, the Raiders could pick him up.
No. I feel like the move was good for both teams. You had Jacksonville with a backup quarterback who's also a low-end starter who could possibly push Trevor a bit in camp after the lackluster performance during the second half of the season.
He said lackluster.
Yeah, because he didn't play well. Even though he was hurt, even though the rest of the team was hurt, he didn't play well.
I don't think Mac is nearly as bad as portrayed, but he's not, the guy.
That's what I said. So God forbid Trevor gets hurt. Now
somebody decent
can come in. Trevor doesn't have to play hurt. He doesn't have to, force himself to be. Jacksonville can be okay. They'll be all right with just Mac Jones for a while, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just honestly
if
though,
Trevor gets hurt.
I'm hoping
on top
that,
of that, bro, some fans were overreacting and shit, bro. And I'm telling you, bro, I'm like, a 6th-round pick is a low-end pick, bro. Maybe you can try to find somebody you have occasions where you find a Tom Brady, where you find Antonio Brown, or hell, even a Gardner Minshew, because in Jacksonville's case, that's literally the only 6th-rounder in their team's history who's done anything out of the 28 drafts that they've had. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, in Gardner Minshew's a journeyman quarterback. So if it's a journeyman quarterback for a decent backup to make sure that just in case your guy gets hurt and somebody to push your guy in camp, I'd be willing to spend that 6th round.
Yeah, and we've been saying too the last year or two, like how important the backup QB position has become now. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga get hurt, because you can have everything in line, and then your quarterback hurt, and now because you got some super dumpster juice that you didn't even count on playing, now your season is over. Versus if you get you a decent backup, you can at least hold some type of ground. You know what I'm saying, for the meantime.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I felt like Mac just got put in the wrong situation. Like, bro, any quarterback going to the New England Patriots, bro, right after Tom Brady was in for quite a bit of stress. Like, bro, those fans weren't going to be patient with you. They weren't going to be understanding. They just got done having the greatest quarterback of all time. Like, come on now. That wasn't the ideal situation for Mac Jones or any quarterback, really, to be honest. So I feel like the next quarterback that they get can truly get to New England and start with a fresh slate, since they've had Mac Jones.
Is the Patriot way over with? Are they finally turning a new page?
That shit is
for sure. For sure,
bro. That shit was
honestly.
So y'all not gonna be preaching that spit no more when niggas come in the door, right?
Well, unless we cheat, but other than that, no.
Like I told you, bro, Bill Belichick is a defensive coordinator who got lucky to get the greatest quarterback of all time.
But also, too, like, it's time for, now that Mac is now out of New England.
Standing on business. You know, I ain't throwing nothing up.
I'm just wondering to see if, like, I'm really curious to see, like, maybe we do get JJ, because like I said, I just went through our roster right now, and minus Mac Jones, I was like, who the fuck? We have to be going for the draft unless they have a veteran in mind, but I don't see a veteran coming over to us right now.
You know what, Jay? I'm gonna keep it 100. Y'all niggas need Jesus. Like, there's no
I don't give a shit. We had 20. I don't give a shit. They had 20 years of success. It was bound to happen at some point.
Hey, as Ragu says, sit back.
Settle in.
You know what I noticed this season too? You know, I'm glad we kind of suck because you notice my nails aren't as short anymore. For the last 20 years, I've been biting my nails for the last 20 years, so I need this rest. But for the next quarterback that comes in, just understand you got a lot of shoes to fill coming into that door, and Mac obviously wasn't the guy.
Man, like I said, y'all niggas need Jesus.
Well, y'all
need to start from scratch
now.
And just I don't know. I don't even know where to begin with y'all niggas. Y'all just, I don't know. Maybe the first step is getting out of that Patriot way bullshit, understanding that the Patriot way was Brady, and find a new identity going forth. I think that's where y'all have to start.
Well, we can find a new identity. We just have to keep cheating alive. That's all we have to do.
The Patriot way was Brady. Man, couldn't have said it any better myself.
But also, too, we'll get into that later.
Settle in, man, and get ready to go back to what New England was before this.
Aren't you guys sad, though?
Damn.
Aren't you guys sad it's over?
No.
I couldn't be
happy.
happy.
You guys have to deal. You guys do have to deal with Mahomes for the next 20 years, so I kind of feel bad.
That nigga got a point.
I do got a point there, but I have to deal with them too.
Don't worry about it.
Deal with them too.
Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I have to deal with him too.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It may not be this year. It might not be this year, but we're gonna be the motherfuckers to take him out. Don't worry about it.
It's gonna be this year.
Take him out.
We're gonna beat the Chiefs this year.
Stop it, Ragu.
Yeah.
All right. We can bet 100. I'll wait till it get closer.
Can't wait till
what I'm talking about.
And schedule makers.
Our whole get down is towards beating them. We're gonna beat them dudes, man.
And real quick,
whoever the schedule makers were for last year, please do the schedules again this year because you had some hell of a game. You had hell of a games this year.
All they got to do is do what they did last year with the at the end of the season, have division matchups.
No, they also got to figure some shit out about some of them Thursday night games because some of them shits was.
No, I think they do. I think they're doing that on purpose. They want Bezos to dish out some more bread. So they're like, nigga, this is what you get, nigga. Until we know you got it, then you just pass up and become the richest man in the world again. We need a couple more dollars, nigga. We'll give you some better games on Thursday.
That shit. Oh my gosh.
Some of the Thursday night games were just not worth watching.
A lot of those Thursday games I only watched if I had like something fantasy involved.
Exactly.
Otherwise, I wouldn't watch.
The other game was if I prize picked or if I was the Raiders was playing their Thursday night game.
Yep.
Other than that, I was like, this shit is terrible, bro.
And then you wonder why. And then you wonder why Thursday night football is on the Amazon package on the Amazon network.
All right, but let's go.
It's not televised.
We got another rivalry division move. Aaron Jones went to the Vikings.
Well, next.
Okay.
That's good for both parties. Good for the Vikings and good for Aaron.
Minnesota finna draft somebody, right? I would think.
Quarterback?
I think so.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Unless they're gonna roll with Jaron Hall.
They rolling with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold.
Oh, they signed Darnold?
Yeah.
They trying to put a little quick Band-Aid on the quarterback situation.
That's why
they where they at now.
That's
not gonna work, though.
That's exactly why the Vikings did where they at now.
Isaiah, that's why the Raiders got to get in front of them.
I mean, they could try and test their luck with Jaron Hall. The dude that they drafted like 2 years ago.
We got to get in front of them. We need that Chargers pick or that Tennessee Titans pick or that Giants pick.
Leonard Williams
we need 4, 5, or 6.
Leonard Williams to the Seahawks.
That was good for him. He was another player that I wanted if we hadn't got Wilkins, but we ended up getting Wilkins, so I figured we go back to the Seahawks. It was good for them. Top 2 defensive tackle, good pass rusher, good run stopper. I mean, what more can you say? Good for their defense.
What was it? What was the name again?
Leonard Williams to the Seahawks.
Williams. That's what it was. Williams.
Any quick thoughts on that?
No, Isaiah said it perfectly. Good runner, good pass rusher. Good. He's great against the run. I mean, that's what that defense needs.
Yeah. And Petey is still there in some capacity.
Yeah, isn't he doing like front office stuff though?
Yeah, so they get a big Trojan to come over.
Yeah, they hired the defensive coordinator from Baltimore for their head coach in vacancy.
And pardon me if I butchered his name wrong, but Grenard to the Vikings for $72 million.
Grenard or Bernard?
Grenard, Jonathan Grenard.
Oh, Jonathan Grenard.
Oh, that was an overpay. That was a huge overpay. But at the time, what I will say is Ragu, like Ragu said, these guys aren't overpaid. They're worth what their agents can get them. So, hey.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the agent.
Shout out to the agent. Yeah.
You are worth what somebody is willing to pay you.
I'm just saying, he was willing to pay that bit. Hey, he got his bag.
Gabe Davis to the Jags.
I mean, that was a little interesting, little under the radar move.
The Jags so far have done a good job building depth pieces and getting some. They got a much better center.
Oh wow! Jameis Winston to the Browns.
They got Mitch Morse at center.
That backup is becoming important, man.
They got Gabe Davis.
Oh, the backup is the shit in the league. You know that. Last year was the year of the backup. So everybody needs a decent quarterback room, man.
You got Gabe Davis to help your
But Isaiah, they still figuring out the Ridley situation, right?
Bro, they need to let Ridley walk, bro. They'd be best advised to draft someone. That would be the best decision. Because now you already have about $30 to $35 million invested in your wide receiver room, and you don't have a.
Where the Jags drafting? What position do they draft in?
17.
Oh, you can get a receiver at 17.
You can get a receiver at 17.
That's a guy, dude.
Especially in this class.
That's a guy at 17.
In this class, you can get.
I'm just thinking about the top 3 receivers in this class. I don't think 17 is going to be high enough up.
You can get Ridley at 17.
You can get Brian Thomas at 17 from LSU. Because a couple of teams aren't going to need receivers or aren't.
The LSU, so not Jaden's number 1 guy at LSU, the other guy.
Probably, yeah. But both of those guys were like
Yeah.
I'm not. Both of those guys were like that at LSU. Like it was like Jaden, how Joe Burrow had Jefferson on one side and Chase on the other side. I'm not saying that they have that same trajectory, but I'm saying in college they were those type of guys.
I'm gonna go off course just real quick. I know we got a lot to get through. But I'm gonna go off course real quick. How do y'all feel about these quarterbacks whose draft stock is pretty much set and it can't be hurt, about them deciding not to go to these combines and stuff like that? Because there's been a lot of mixed reactions on that.
Bro, like I said, I get it, but bro, the combine is basically a place to either your draft stock is gonna rise or it's gonna drop, bro. And when you're in that top 3 range,
there's literally no purpose of it.
There's no purpose.
But why do you think people are calling them out for it then?
I don't know, because it just
because it doesn't suit to them.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for them to go to the combine and possibly throw worse.
Like business wise, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I'm saying, because bro, you
can only hurt yourself. You can't help when you're already considered top 3, top 5 at your position.
Yeah, bro.
And on top of that, these guys are running, cuts, getting out of cuts and sprints, and you can tear ACL could tear at any given point.
Well, you shouldn't be thinking like that, but as far as the money.
No, I'm not saying thinking like that. No, my bad. I'm not saying thinking like that, but I'm just saying, man, you go in and you do a cut. And
no, I'm saying if you that scary, then you don't need to be playing in general. If you think a combine, you're worrying about ACL tears and spit. But
what I'm saying is, it just makes sense, especially for quarterbacks and receivers, because to have that rapport with your quarterback as a receiver, or to have that rapport with your receiver as a quarterback, it's for real. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't the combine why Zach Wilson got drafted number 2?
His pro day as well. No, it was mainly his pro day. He made a throw rolling out to his left.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Or was that at the combine?
I think it was the combine.
It don't matter. But at the end of the day, real shit. At the end of the day, it don't even fucking matter. These fucking drills and shit, I promise you, do not fucking matter. What matters is what these fuckers done already put out on tape. That's it. Truly.
So, would you vote to get rid of it? Well, not get rid of it, because some players probably needed to rise their stock.
Yeah.
But you're 100% on the train of the top 5, top 10 guys at their position. They don't need to go to that split.
Bro, most of the time, bro, I would say, bro, I would honestly say at least the top 3 at their position, bro. Most of the time, bro, if you project the top of your position, bro, more than likely, bro,
just sit that split out.
You can might as well sit that shit out and wait for your pro day. Especially with quarterbacks and receivers, bro, it just makes sense to have your quarterback who knows exactly how you like the football thrown to you, or have your receiver who knows exactly how you want the route run. You know what I'm saying? They know exactly where you're going to be at in what given route or situation, so y'all both look good at y'all pro day. But I get why they have the combine, because not every scout is going to make every single pro day.
Right. Okay, so Bryce Huff signs to the Eagles for the highest, I believe, non-drafted QB in NFL history, the highest contract from a non-drafted guy that's not a quarterback.
Who?
Bryce Huff, he's
For $51 million.
No, it was actually a really good bargain, like kind of signing. Like, he gives them another good depth piece. He'll be a good rotational pass rusher on that defensive line. It's nice. Excuse me, and it's nice to see an undrafted guy, grind and get paid. I mean, shit, you went from undrafted to getting a $51 million contract, and I'm sure at least 20 mil of it is guaranteed.
Who's that?
Bryce Huff. He went from the Jets to the Eagles. He plays defensive end.
Oh yeah, I saw that signing. Yeah,
he got the highest contract ever for an undrafted free agent.
Good for him.
Exactly.
Hard work pays off.
Exactly. I mean, that just means he worked his ass off. Point blank period.
Yep. Yep.
So we have another division rivalry signing. Geno Stone signs to the Bengals.
In the words of Tiki Barber, Lamar said, "You're dead to me." No, he was bullshit. But I mean, hey, go where the money at, man. Got to get your choke.
And it was a 2-year, $15 million, I believe. So it sounded like a bargain.
If Baltimore wasn't offering more than that, he had to go get paid.
Yeah, I mean, Baltimore, I know they got quite a few people they paid or just paid last season. So
yeah.
I wonder if John and Jim Harbaugh talked about Gus Edwards over dinner.
What, bro? What is this Gus Edwards shit going on?
No, I'm just saying, because I find it interesting that he went from the Ravens to the Chargers.
Oh, okay.
Went from one brother to the other.
It must have been something that was said that maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Like, I could see Jim saying, "Hey, yeah, I'm taking your guy, man. I'm just letting you know."
JC, you said, what is it with this Gus Edwards?
I have never remember us discussing Gus Edwards this much in the episode. That's all I'm saying.
Gus Edwards is a good player, man. I don't know.
He won't be as good as Henry, though.
I'm not saying he's trash.
He won't be as good as Henry, though.
Cool. Right, the Ravens don't have bad running back.
Yeah.
What is it?
I mean, Henry's gonna benefit from playing with Lamar.
Vice versa.
Oh, 100%. They're both getting. I think it's.
I mean, I hope Henry is still good, man. But
he's gonna have the better season.
Did you draft him last year or something?
No, it's just like Kobe, man. When they start talking about Kobe and the mileage, that shit adds up, bro. I mean, it doesn't matter how great you are or were.
Kobe was hurt. That was different.
And what Kobe tell Mark Cuban? Amnesty
that, nigga.
Amnesty that.
That was 17 years up.
Man, at the end of Kobe's career, he was over there icing everything on his body when he played games.
Kobe barely played the last 3 seasons. And before that, he averaged 27, 5, and 5. And dragged the 17 and 25 team to the playoffs. He was fine.
Father Time caught up to Kobe Bryant. It certainly will catch up to Derrick Henry.
It will, just not in 2024.
All right, that's the gamble.
Derrick Henry's gonna have the better year by far.
I mean,
he's gonna have more than 11 for sure. Like, he's by far passing what he did last year. As long as he don't get hurt, his numbers is gonna by far be
Gus will probably get a good 7-8. DH probably gonna have.
Now, that being said, though, I do hope they don't overwork him because they don't have to. So they might need to get, I don't know if JK is coming back or what they're going to do with that, but I don't want them just overworking him the way Tennessee did because that defeats the whole purpose because you want him as fresh as possible for the playoffs. So I don't want them to just use him as like a super duper work.
Use him as a decoy, like not
but
decoy,
that
but
being
use him in
said,
key
he
moments.
can still give you more than 11 hundo and still be fresh in the playoffs if they play their cards right. Kevin Byard to Chicago.
Doesn't move anything.
Has anything moved the needle for y'all niggas today?
I felt this was a good pickup.
Yeah, I like that one.
The Bears, Isaiah, you can't give the Bears credit for at least trying this year. They've made some pretty decent signings this summer.
Whatever, nigga.
Not all. You need to use that a little more lightly. But they got some known players, like people we know, but nothing that makes you stand out besides like maybe Jalen.
Joe Mixon to the Texans.
Ooh.
So I found this very interesting. So, who did Cincinnati get?
I don't think they got her back.
Yeah, so I found this very interesting that they gave up on Joe.
But this has kind of been brewing the last few years, though. Mixon's just been taking some team-friendly deals.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that
the Cincinnati Bengals got Zach Moss from the Colts.
Yeah, I knew they got somebody, Zach Moss. All right, so I'm gonna go out and say this right here. All right.
I mean, that's getting somebody, Isaiah.
I'm just saying they got a running back.
I
did have that in my notes though, but
I'm just saying they got a running back.
This is gonna be a good pickup, and he's gonna have a good year for them.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah, this was a good signing.
I don't think he's going for 1,000 yards and nothing like that, but he'll have a good year.
I thought they should have got Jacobs, honestly. If I was them, I would have went hard in the paint for Jacobs.
I thought Saquon was going to be the best fit. Him or Jacobs. You couldn't fail with either one, but those are the two. I was hoping they grabbed one of them. But Saquon is hurt a lot, so I get it.
A lot is an understatement.
But nobody asked for a name.
This man is hurt week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, week 7, week 8, and then all right, I'm done. No, if he stays healthy, bro, he's gonna be fucking dangerous.
It should be.
Hey,
it should help when you got a line like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's different when you run behind Lane Johnson and the boys now.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Barkley. I feel like now we're gonna really see Barkley be Barkley now, like Penn State Barkley maybe.
Yeah, slow your roll. His knees is still 30. Irv Smith to the Chiefs.
Yes.
What? Who?
He said, "What? Who?"
Irv Smith to the Chiefs. The tight end that held it down when Andrews went out last year.
Yeah, that sounds like him. Okay, yeah, he was decent. Okay. No, that's actually he went to where?
To the Chiefs.
What the fuck? Who allowed this?
Now that nigga didn't woke up.
No, that's Isaiah Likely. No, that's not. No, Isaiah Likely held it down with Mark Andrews is out. Never mind. No,
yeah,
that's
Isaiah.
Yeah, never mind. I don't give a fuck. Don't nobody give a shit. Them niggas ass.
You thought you said Isaiah Likely. He was about to say,
Yeah,
who the fuck told them that was okay?
I was about to say, boy, what the fuck, boy? Who allowing shit like that to happen?
Isaiah was getting ready to call Baltimore and be like, "Who allowed this shit?"
Like, bro, come on now. What the fuck are we talking about here?
Bro almost woke him up.
Oh, my bad. Not the Ravens. It was the Bengals he was on.
Yeah. Boy,
I had
don't
him
say
confused
like
with
that, boy. Boy, don't do that, boy.
Instantly woke up. He said, "Nigga, what?" They don't
Shaquille
need
Barrett.
him.
Shaquille Barrett to Miami.
It's pretty solid.
Miami needed somebody. They lost all their players.
They lost everybody shit.
Hey, Miami, thank you again for your rebuild.
And
stay in the lab. Stay in the lab.
just I don't know
That's
if I'm
what the
saying his
Dolphins
name
are
right.
doing.
Jazeski, the nigga from he used to be on the Dolphins and he went to the Patriots.
Gesicki?
Yeah.
Gesicki?
Yeah, that was a big. That was a big deal.
No,
Dude is legit.
Wait, he went where? Gesicki to Bengals. Oh shit.
Yeah, he's
That's
legit.
another weapon. That's another weapon. And remember, he left Miami because he wasn't getting targeted enough.
I don't know why he went to the Patriots. Like that was going to change something.
Hey, at least he's been on a real team. No, I'm playing. We're gonna win 8 one day. Watch.
I don't know if Eric Armstead is signed with anybody yet. Have y'all seen anything?
No, he hasn't been released yet. He doesn't get released till post June.
Okay, to post June.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Why is this situation so different?
Certain contracts, the way contracts work, some contracts, like, it doesn't matter whether you cut them before June 1st or not. Some contracts are like, if you cut them after June 1st.
So are those people agreeing in principle to other teams or?
No, they can't talk until they're cut.
Oh, damn. Okay. So that's going to be like, I mean, so what? Niggas going to be trying to save money for him or it ain't going to be no money left? How's that going to go?
Who knows? We'll see.
Carlton Davis traded to the Lions for a 3rd-round pick.
That was a good pickup for the Lions. They needed DB help with Chauncey
DBs, yeah.
going back to the Eagles, and then also they signed Amik Robertson, so they got a couple DBs today. That Carlton Davis one was really good for them though. Like that was a big deal for them.
Is that your draft behind you right there?
Yes, sir. That is my as of right now, with how free agency has gone so far for us, this would be ideal for me. So I'm gonna remove myself from the screen. As you can see with pick number 13, since I do not pay for PFF, I cannot trade picks or anything like that. So let's just say we stay put at 13. I have Terrion Arnold, the cornerback from Alabama, coming off the board. He has the best hands, long, lanky, cornerback. You know what I'm saying? We need a number 1 DB. It's long overdue, and I think he's that guy. He best hands as far as DBs in the draft, in my opinion. As you see, the 2nd-round pick. This is a little where you need a little bit of hope. Hopefully, team doesn't get too needy for a quarterback or anything like that. Michael Penix Jr. is there at 44. Best leverage thrower in the draft, meaning if you have an out route going to the left, he is not going to miss right. He is going to miss far left and give his receiver the best chance of catching the football and put the ball as far as he possibly can between his receiver. He's going to put the ball where the receiver is between the defender and the football, so the receiver has the best chance of making a play on the football. And then the Eagles fans will know this name, Jeremiah Trotter, but Junior, his son, was playing down at Clemson. We need a linebacker. We need a guy in the middle. Spillane and Diablo were good, but we missed out on Patrick Queen, so we need a guy who can come in and be that guy in the middle after Spillane's contract is up. So, and as you see, PFF gave me an A- grade for that draft.
Yeah, I see. That's why I was wondering, like, did my boy cook that up?
I mean, I've been cooking for years, but the Raiders aren't listening to me. If y'all just give me an assistant GM job, I can have this team rebuilt overnight, nigga, overnight.
You trying to be Rome and build Rome in one night?
Yeah, I can build Rome in one day, nigga.
Hey, hold up. If there's any scouts watching, hire this man.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Hey, get me on the line. Hey,
Bro, because you just taught me something that I didn't even know.
I'm trying to tell y'all,
like,
bro.
that's crazy.
This right here is the draft.
I need your connections, JC.
This is the draft board for you, Raiders. Telesco, Champ, Pierce. This is the draft board that you need to follow right here.
Well, shoot, if Darren Waller can see,
I gave you the blueprint. I don't even need credit. I don't even care about getting credit. I just want the Super Bowl trophy in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey, did you ever send your shout out, by the way, to Darren Waller?
Nah, I did, man. Shout out to Waller, man. I didn't I found it very shocking that one of the the Raider guys somehow found my effing page, whatever way he did. But nonetheless, man, shout out to Waller.
Yeah, shout out Darren Waller, man. We miss you down here in Vegas. We ain't forget about that fuck nigga Josh McDaniels exposing y'all's beautiful ceremony down at the combine like a fucking idiot when you wanted it private and being a spoiled bitch, and then you had to demand the trade. So we ain't mad at you. We still love you down here in Raider Nation. We wish you the best, because I know there was rumors about you contemplating retirement, whether they were true or not. You are an inspiration to a lot of people, especially with because like as we all know, that was a big story about Waller overcoming addiction and everything like that and fighting that off.
I remember one of his first comeback games. I believe y'all was playing the Jets. I remember one of the first comeback games he had, and then he got signed not signed, but like he got an extension that summer. I think for like $40 million or something like that. So yeah,
so
shout out Waller, man.
Yeah,
I love when some of these guys. I know it's a lot of players out there be trying to act like y'all niggas don't be watching, but for the ones that acknowledge us, thank you for showing yourself.
Yeah, man.
Waller's a real nigga, bro.
I wanted to say too, because kind of what Isaiah was saying, like Darren Waller his story has inspired others.
Yeah.
So and it's not about how long you're here, but it's about the impact that you make, and he's made an impact both in Vegas and to kids, to the younger generation, to everybody.
Yeah,
that was like, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, if I'm not mistaken, he inspired Max to, quote unquote, as Max would say, get his act together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because his sobriety wasn't.
Max showed a tat on his hand. It said 3/11/2020. So yesterday was 4 years that Max Crosby's been
sobriety.
Good.
And that little tattoo on his neck. When everyone thought it was like some crazy, no, that explains his sobriety. The one that he has on his neck.
Yeah, because he got the same face mask with a triangle, and then
that was all I seen in the picture draft. So I was like, wait, who is that? And I seen the neck tat, and then I seen a verify sign. But I know some niggas be buying they spit, so then I went to it. And he don't got his actual name there. It say like Racka something.
Wall, yeah.
And then I clicked on that spit. I was like, I ain't seeing what I think.
No, what he saw was us up here calling McDaniels all types of bitch.
Probably, yep. I'm telling you.
And
that's what I'm saying. Shout out to the players that revealed themselves. Bart Scott, Randy Moss, Darren Waller. Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah.
So shout out to the ones that don't follow from burners.
Because it made me mad when people were saying like, "Oh,
we know it wasn't you, Darren. We know it wasn't your.
Was he who shall not be named?
Scumbag. We know it was that scumbag McDaniels.
Joshua.
Fucking Darren Waller.
And fucking real quick, Joshua. What still irks me, and I just want to get this off my chest, and then we can officially move on from it. What kind of irks me is that he who shall not be named is sitting at home on his ass getting paid to do absolutely nothing. But you know why? You know why? Because Josh McDaniels is nothing. He will never be nothing.
Great.
That's why.
Way to bring it back. Way to bring it home.
You some bitch.
I think Ziegler. Did Ziegler?
And you better thank Brady for all those rings.
Respect, Dre, that would not hurt my feelings that much to be sitting calling me nothing, and I'm sitting at the house making millions of dollars. But
no, and it's not supposed to. It's not supposed to. But he needs to realize all what he needs to do more importantly, since he has all this free fucking time, since he ruined a team and all that, he should call Tom Brady right fucking now and go kiss his ass for everything, for all the rings that Tom Brady brought him. So, Josh, whatever the fuck your last name is, go ahead, go kiss Tom Brady's ass, because if it wasn't for Brady, you wouldn't be here.
I got a question for
you
guys.
Brady's still getting niggas paid.
I got a question for you guys. Is he done as a coach in this league?
Not as a coordinator, no.
Of course. Oh, well, maybe not as OC, but as a head coach, hell yeah.
He'll get a job at some point.
So, head coach, you definitely think
will be desperate enough. There's desperate teams.
Somebody will bring him back on a coordinator tip?
Yeah, it'll be somebody he got some type of... Either somebody he got some type of relationship with, or it's going to be somebody who is really desperate just to have some new blood that's been out for a while or something like that. And he'll get some type of coordinator job at some point.
Yeah, but head coach, absolutely not.
I'm gonna say this, man. And we covered this on the Follow from Burners this past before the season was over. It didn't look good that AP was able to get more out of your offense with a rookie quarterback than you were with the quarterback that you selected.
So you had two starting quarterbacks.
Fuck that. Fuck all that. This motherfucker is the only head coach to have the receiving touchdowns leader and the rushing
yard leader. Yeah.
And not make the fucking playoffs
in NFL history. But Isaiah, that also might help his case to get a coordinator job too.
Man, fuck him.
I'm just saying.
But no, the only reason he really needs to kiss Brady's ass for all those rings, because if it weren't for Brady, he wouldn't have any.
All right, then, good enough with the Brady talk.
You mad that you never had a go?
I got AD on my team, sir. I don't know what you're talking about.
He got his
defense, not offense.
I don't know.
The GOAT? What the fuck? Get out of here.
He's got his whole offense geared around the stand-up quarterback, and I think that's the problem. He's got to modernize that thing, man. There's no more Tom Brady's. Tom was it. He was a one-off, a one of one.
There's
so he's got to adapt that offensive plan to somebody that can move.
There's a guy who wears number 15 that would beg to differ.
No, but number 15 runs. Number 15 will get out there.
Okay. Okay. You talking about that style? Okay,
yeah. I'm saying the statue.
That's over with. That's over with.
Yeah, that shit is over, man.
You know, I really did take
run for his life.
Mm-hmm. And
I took had him running for his life when we played them last.
I took quarterbacking for granted.
Running for his life when he played Brady because that line was beat up.
I'm saying we had Mahomes running for his fucking life in week 15 this year when we played him.
Say week 15.
But all right, let's finish
week 16. Week 16.
We got Jordan Hicks to the Browns.
Who?
Pretty solid.
Significant. This guy is a volume tackler. One of the top 5 tackle guys in the National Football League, if I'm not mistaken. Good pickup for Cleveland.
Who did you say?
Bad loss for Seattle.
Jordan Hicks.
Oh, I just didn't hear who you said. I was like, nigga, who?
Yeah, bad loss for Seattle. Great pickup for Cleveland.
Any thoughts, Jerry?
No, I think that was a great pickup. Because, like you said, you're getting one of the best in the league to now on your side. So he's going to cause a lot of havoc on their end this coming season.
I would say, JC, this guy's been over 100 tackles for the last 4 years in a row.
He's a good example of wrapping up when you tackle.
Yeah.
Like when he has you in his vicinity, he won't some guys will try to use, I'm going to say hit stick and try to get you to fumble. But this man will actually, if he has it, if he catches you off guard, then he'll probably get you with a hit stick. But outside of that, he does the fundamentals when it comes to tackling.
And he's a good sideline to sideline guy too.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's going to bring a lot to I can't wait to see him play now. That's going to be crazy.
For another guy who left Seattle, and also another division rivalry switch up. I know we've had quite a bit of those today. We got Colby Parkinson to the Rams.
All right.
What?
Colby Parkinson to the Rams.
What the fuck is that?
Isaiah, how many times have you said that today?
I'm dead ass on who the fuck is that. I know.
It was a tight end from the Seahawks.
Yeah, that's not moving me.
From what I've seen, he's more of a he's a good tight end, but he's more of like I guess like his best attribute is blocking. But yeah,
exactly.
But I think he's just from my understanding, he's like an insurance type of thing because Higbee's gonna be out for most of the year. So
yeah, that's not moving me. It's not moving me.
All right.
Yeah, he's had Jordan Hicks had his worst year last year tackles wise. He had 107.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Jordan Poyer to Miami.
Yeah, that nigga getting old, man.
Yeah.
That nigga getting some miles on him. Pause.
I will admit that I was hoping the Raiders kicked the tires on old Poyer, but they didn't.
We don't need him, man. We got Epps and more Merrick back there. The only person I would be interested in is Justin Simmons. I'm sorry. Poyer's too old. He's 32 going on 33. Done lost a step last year. Rather be a year early than a year late on the guy.
There it is. There we go. Say no more.
Is that why Simmons was released?
No, they need money. Them niggas is broke as far as cap space. Like, obviously, the Walton family has more than enough dollar bills. The niggas own Walmart. But as far as cap space, because they don't have the money. So
I feel like Miami just trying to save face with some of these picks.
Yeah. With that Shaq Barrett and Jordan Poyer, yeah, that was like, all right, let's do something so the fans don't get too pissed.
Yeah. They're trying to bandage shit and make it look a little better than it really is, I think. Yeah. But we'll see, man. Number 15 blew his Achilles out, right? He ain't going to be back at the beginning of the year either. So they need somebody to rush the passer with Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
So that's why they got the other guy. And then the safety, they did lose that dude, huh? Number 8?
Who?
The Dolphins safety.
No, they didn't lose Javon Holland, if I'm not mistaken. They lost Javon Holland?
Or they must think they can't pay him or something, because he's a good player. Or maybe they're getting Poyer to play alongside him. I don't know.
No, he's
also heard that they losing.
He's still under his rookie contract. He's good. He's still under his rookie contract.
Yeah, so maybe they're gonna play them together then.
Yeah,
that's a good save face type of pickup for Miami. Dude is a good player. You got to think that he kind of weakens the division rival, and you pick him up too. So good pickup for the Dolphins. I'll give them that. I'll give Mike McDaniels that.
We got Danielle Hunter to the Texans.
Danielle Hunter. So we talked about him earlier today. I think we stopped short of saying he was mid. He's above mid, but I wouldn't say a top tier edge rusher, but a good. I think he'll go good there with D'Amico. And they also got Danico Autry. Did we talk about? Did you mention that one already?
No.
Okay.
I told y'all that if there's somebody I'm missing because there's been a lot going on, y'all are more than welcome to mention.
So to the defense, they added Daniil and Danico Autry, and then they got Joe Mixon. Is that right?
Yeah, I mentioned that one. Yeah.
Texans got better, man. Texans got better. Those three guys alone.
And that's saying a lot.
Yeah, they went to playoff. Yeah. Watch out for them.
Tank should be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better. I mean, healed up, right? Because he got hurt late in the year, right?
Yeah. I almost had the waiver wire when Puka was the wire pickup of the year, but I almost had the second pickup of the year with Tank until that happened.
See which way they're gonna go in the draft. The Texans.
I'll beef up that defense in whatever way possible.
So they may end up going like
you can never have too many pass rushers.
D-line, yeah.
And then somebody who left the Texans, which I feel is mid, but he had a decent season last year. Singletary.
Yeah, mid.
He went to the Giants. He went to the Giants for 16.5.
For how many years? 4? Better been 4 years.
Let me see. I don't know how that nigga been hanging around the way he has, but let me see.
Man, tell me at least 3.
Uh, 3 years.
Okay. So
16 guaranteed, 19.5 with incentives.
Okay. So essentially a 2-year, $9 million a year deal, basically. That's what that sounds like. That's good money for him. He got a good agent too.
Yeah, that nigga got a superb.
The fact that he's still hanging around in the league the way he has been, he got a great agent.
And he got somebody to just give him $9 million. He got a good agent.
A superb agent.
Said a superb agent.
The nigga was on the Bills the whole time when the whole NFL world kept screaming they need a running back, and he was just there that whole time.
That boy, his agent just sold water to the Hudson River. That's what just happened.
But again, like, I don't want to
sold ice to Eskimo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Definitely had a better season than Dameon Pierce. I could say that.
Oh, well, yeah.
So they adding him to Dalvin Cook's brother, right? They're gonna be a duo there.
Well, he went to the Giants too?
He went to the Giants. Okay, yeah. My bad. I was thinking Buffalo. Okay. Giants, huh? Nah, that's not a Saquon replacement. That's something else.
That nigga got the bag. That like Isaiah said, his agent is superb.
His agent sold water to the Hudson River.
Because that nigga ain't about to do
ivory over there.
That
was a move where the Giants just have to spend the money they have. That's all that was.
That was the type of signing where your pops call your agent like, "Hey man, you a real nigga, man. How you doing?" Like the dad of the player called the agent like, "Man, how did you get my son all that money, man? You are a good dude."
It's like that Bill Cosby skit where he like when he telling his dad how much money you make, he like, "Man, you a fucking lie. You bullshit. You make that fucking much money. Yeah. Man, get the fuck out the house then if you make that fucking much money then."
Nigga, you lying. Richard Pryor said he told him that too.
So Dre, who did you say Deontay Johnson went to?
Deontay oh shit.
Carolina, right?
Yeah, Carolina.
It seems like Carolina made quite a few moves, didn't they? This house?
Yeah.
I just seen their name pop up quite a few times.
Yeah, they got Robert
offensive linemen, JC.
Yeah, they did get 2 offensive linemen, so they are actually taking Bryce serious as far as offensive linemen. But they need to get the boy some weapons.
I got a prediction.
Deontay Johnson ain't moving. I
got a prediction by draft night, they're gonna make a trade for T. Higgins.
Okay. I was about to mention that too. So okay. That was a good segue.
Yeah. Just a little hunt.
There's something else I wanted to mention, get y'all thoughts about with the Panthers. So a couple years ago, it was reported that the Rams offered them 2 firsts for Brian Burns. And they just traded him yesterday for the 39th overall pick and the 5th round pick.
That shit was disgusting. Hold on, I'm sorry. I got to go on a rant. Dave Tepper, sell the fucking team. Sell the fucking team.
He's got to be one of the worst owners.
bro, you are not one of. He is the worst owner now because Washington done sold their team, so he's the worst owner by far. Sell the fucking team. There's no way in the how do you go from 2 first-round picks and a second rounder to a second-round pick and a 5th-round pick and say, yeah, let me pull the trigger now? What? Huh? Nigga, you
traded the GM fault.
You traded DJ Moore and 2 first-round picks for the number 1 overall pick for Bryce to throw to Adam Thielen with cardboard knees.
Austin Hooper,
would they trade
McCaffrey leaving, going back to the Patriots?
Huh? They traded the picks that they traded McCaffrey for. Huh?
Austin Hooper to the Patriots, Dre.
What the fuck are we doing?
Ragu,
Whoop-de-doo. Why was that even? Ragu, you're an ass.
Why is he an owner?
Real quick,
you do be talking Smith though, so I feel you.
I'm glad you find that fucking hilarious, Ragu and JC. I'm sorry, Isaiah. These niggas want to be funny.
What, bro? Shit.
You know damn well that nigga is a bum. That is not a good move. You act like that's gonna get us 6 Super Bowls in the next decade.
Oh, this nigga retarded.
Man, I really can't, bro. Just for that, I hope
you secured the backup tight end, bro. What? I'm just making announcements here, bro. Don't kill the.
Here comes the playoffs.
He really stopped the show for that too.
That was so disrespectful, Ragu. I know I'd be saying some disrespectful things, but that was a low blow.
Hey man.
That was a low blow. I'm sorry, Isaiah.
Oh my God. No, you good. I'm just crying, like, why is Dave Tepper a fucking owner, bro? Like,
we got Isaiah mad over here too, over an owner.
It's so fucking stupid, bro. Because it pisses me off that people like him have a fucking job and can own fucking football teams, run them into the fucking ground.
And I heard the facilities are dog shit as well.
Really bad.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing, man?
So he wanted them kind of owners that got money but won't spend it type shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you call greed.
He also hired
if it's really that bad, the owners will have him out of there within due time.
Well, you know, he replaced a real piece of work.
Mm.
He bought the team from a guy that was a real piece of work, from what I understand. He had like the same type of shit Snyder had, allegations against Richardson.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. I do remember.
Yeah. I think the man since passed away.
Yeah, it was
so
I do remember.
Ill of the Dead, but yeah. So they really ain't had a good owner there, ever.
He said ever.
Well, since '97, I believe, when they came into the league. That's when they were expecting the team. I think
so
they came in.
That's your entire life, Dre. So that would be ever for you.
That for sure would be forever for me. God damn. Jesus.
Yeah, they only been playing football as long as you've been alive.
So last thing, man.
Last thing, we got more to cover. What do you mean?
I mean, well, last thing that I'm gonna mention. If there's something else related to the signings you got, you can mention it. All the basketball split. I'm doing the episode Thursday. Y'all let me know if y'all.
Oh yeah, no, not that.
Yeah, but Tre'Davious White was released. I don't know if he signed anywhere yet, but my question was, how much do y'all think he has left in the tank, even after his injuries he's had the last few years?
I think he can squarely be referred to as mid.
He's not mid.
We're going to that one.
He has the talent.
Niggas get mid over injuries though.
Sometimes.
He just hurt too much. When he lines up on the field, he's a good corner. He just hurt too much. And I don't know if he has anything left.
Yeah, and that's the worst. I mean, he has to guard the most loaded position in football, and your knees are like damn near
50.
gone at this point. So whatever you do have left, you still have to deal with the the Jeffersons and Chases and, you know, Adams of the world and all that shit. So, I mean, I get what you mean, Isaiah. And Ragu to a degree. But any thoughts on that, Jerry?
Not really. Nothing to add to it. I mean, you said it best. His knees are pretty much 95 years old. Bro, it's just, but also too, like, all jokes aside, like, when he's lined up and play, he's good. Like Isaiah said, he is good. I'm not like not trying to throw shade, but again, it's the knees, bro. The older you get, just he can't do what he did.
Not at the corner, bro. You can't keep sitting out that corner. The game will pass you by.
Because, and on top of that too, because when you think about it, you're facing the fastest, best receivers every year. So you may see, you're seeing receivers come in and out every year. So
he
you
might,
have to always
he might
adjust.
be at the only position in football where you really don't get a night off. Like,
at all.
Everybody you face, every direct matchup you have every Sunday is elite. Like
Literally.
Like, every team has a receiver one. That's why I said I think that's like the most loaded position in football right now. Like, you can name like 20 receiver ones off the top of your head. So it's gonna be tough, man. But only time.
I'm just excited to see, though. Man, I'm excited to see
unless he gets in a situation like, Sherman at the end of his career where he can kind of get hit in like zone coverages type split on a great defensive team already. Like, I can see a team like maybe I know the Niners money ain't, the best right now, but if he takes like a super duper team friendly deal, I could see a situation like that, like being, useful.
Rich was a zone corner his entire career.
Yeah, you're right. It just got exemplified toward the end.
Well, it was all good until fourth and
exactly. Exactly.
Fourth and 11.
That's the moment I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This is only day 2, gentlemen. Any last thoughts, man, before I see y'all next Tuesday?
Tom Telesco, you doing your thing, man. I ain't mad at you. And J.J. McCarthy is better than Jaden Daniels. I just want everybody to know that. And the Patriots should draft J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, I think J.J. McCarthy more y'all speed, man. That's all I'm saying.
He's the perfect height.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Isaiah, did you say something positive?
I said that J.J. McCarthy is more you guys' speed. Yes,
I'll take that as a fucking compliment because I can't even get that. I'll take that.
Well,
if you want to take it that way, if you want to take it, everybody else knows what I mean. I feel like I think he'll fit in Boston a little bit more than he'd fit in other places. But
it's tight.
I'll take it. It's the most positive thing you've said about the Patriots.
You got to have the tall guy to stand there in that cold weather in December and January and drive the football down the field. Man, you need the taller guy. You need JJ. Bob Kraft, if you're listening.
They are
Meek
fighting
Mill,
so hard for Jaden
call
McDaniels.
your homeboy Bob Kraft and tell him they need JJ McCarthy, man.
So y'all can get Jaden McDaniels. Well, no, like, in all honesty, though, looking at McDaniels, I don't know if he would be used correct. Not used, but like I just don't see him as a fit in New England. JJ, maybe.
We don't either. We don't either, Drake. We don't see him.
My fear with JJ, even with JJ, say we draft him, my fear is what if he, like Isaiah said last year, towards the end of the college football season, where he said, I can see JJ as maybe a 1 or 2 year player, and that's about it. Maybe 3.
Isaiah does not recall anything you're saying right now.
I don't know what you're talking about. JJ McCarthy is a franchise quarterback.
Well, somebody in our group on our podcast said he would give him about 1. Maybe it was Marv.
I don't know who you did shit. I recall only good things about McCarthy being.
I was gonna say, and even if he did say it, that was then, and this is now, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's mistaken. He was mistaken.
Post combine, he has blossomed into QB3.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. Let's go watch some hoop. All right.
You're rushing us out for hoop again.
Let's go watch
hoop,
man.
JC.
Day 2 of the signings. I love being back with you, my brothers. It's been a while. We back in action now. I believe this is episode 94. I think I got to double check. I don't know. I think so because we had a episode, part 2 episode. So, but yeah, man, we on the road to 100. Thank y'all for tuning in the way y'all have been. Make sure I continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's take this to the furthest extent. Go follow the They Follow from Burners podcast. Go follow the No Big Deal podcast. You see my boy's Twitter and IG handle, same old Ant. Make sure I go follow my guy. And
go listen to the music.
Just follow all of us and you'll have all of the sports shit that you need.
Also, make sure if you guys do follow Isaiah, make sure you go on that hit Same Old Ant and find him on YouTube. What was the song you just released?
Oh, Far Side Views. Just look up These Same Olds and you'll find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all of that.
Absolutely, man. And we got
Same Old Ant.
I'll send it to you right now.
And we got a part 2 because we missed last week. I'm gonna make sure we get 2 episodes this week, so we'll have all our NBA news and all that good spit. We'll do that on Thursday. Any of y'all want to be involved, y'all know, just hit me up. And other than that, man, go Rams, go Lakers, go Dodgers. Peace. See y'all later.
So let's go. I see you doing your thing, man.